This doesn't really look right to me. What's up, everybody? This is a members only live session on YouTube live right now. So it's only for the members, but it's going to be released later to everybody. But then we're also going live on Facebook at the moment. And pretty soon we're going to have our... How's everybody doing? This is our first live, where it's just us members only. We might be doing a little members only smoke session. Ooh, and away we go. Oh, let's see if I can do something. Oh, no, shit. No. Let's try this real quick. Let's just see how well this works. That might work a little bit, I don't know. Ooh, baby. That's why it looks bad, because it's that way. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have put it on the other one, because I didn't need the call-in show, but people could call in, I guess. You know why it looks bad? Because this is messed up right here. That's why that looks bad. See, I just don't like that. Hold on 1 second, man. What's up, Tim?
What's up, man? Is my audio okay and everything?
Yeah, everything sounds fine, dude. No problem. Nothing bad going on there. So real quick, let me explain what we're doing. We're gonna go live on Facebook and live to my YouTube members only, and that's going off my phone. But I'm recording us in the horizontal form so I can make an actual like podcast good thing out of it. And we're only going live on Facebook so I can hopefully entice them to come on over and start buying memberships and spending their money with me and shit. So just letting you know, is that okay with you, man?
Yeah, I don't mind. I understand how that's you guys. I dabbled in podcasting for a little bit. I got fired from 2 podcasts, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
Why'd you get fired from 2 podcasts, man? Hold on, wait, no, I want to ask you about that later, dude. I know that's a good start. I don't even want to start that yet. Hold on. Because as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, this is probably going to be a pretty damn good story. So hold on 1 second for that. Is there anything else you want to go over? Anything? Like I said, right now we are live to my YouTube paid members, but I only got like 10 or so paid members. So this is only legitly going to them right now. And then once I press live on here, we'll just be going live to my Facebook. And my Facebook maybe has like, I forget which one this is in, but this either has like 10K or 24K on it. I forget which one it is. But I took your bio from your Facebook page and I copied and pasted. And I took all your links and everything, and I put that through ChatGPT, and it's looking great now, dude. So hopefully,
I appreciate that.
Dude, appreciate ChatGPT. I didn't do shit, man. Not me.
No, that's what I was saying. Thank you too.
Okay, fuck you.
I know they're in the metaverse, so I know they're always listening.
Oh yeah, they're definitely listening to. That's why I tell people on the stupid ass thing. I try to, because we have a no banning policy on my YouTube live. Like, why do you do that? I was like, because I don't want the algorithm to think I don't want people in my room. I'll time you out if you say something stupid. I'll time you out over and over and over again. I got those awesome mods that'll do that shit, but I want YouTube to know I want y'all in my damn room. All right, and I'm not gonna bring this up, but I'm very happy to find out that your wife's name is not Helen. I was feeling kind of bad for her when you were saying her name in those shorts. It's like, oh God, I hope that woman's real name is Helen. I'm like, he is never getting fucked again. I feel like.
Oh yeah, it's such a good thing that a lot of people believe my wife is Helen.
What's up, Jackie boy? You going potty? All right, you go potty real quick, dude. Then I'm gonna go live here to shut the door, my man. Sorry, my son's getting off the bed. His mom's here and stuff.
No, I understand.
Hello. Hi, yeah, he can. I'm sure he can. No, he can't see you. You're pointing the other way, dude. He can't see you. So go potty if you have to go potty. Come on. Sorry, man. I used him the other day because it was like Saturday and I went live for like an hour. And I told him like, hey, dude, because I went live like at 10 a.m. or something like that. And I was like, hey, dude, let me do this for an hour and then I'll be right back with you and stuff. And some troll was like, see, all he wants is his daddy coming. I was like, do you want me to ruin your day, bro? Because now me and my son are both going to do this live. And he's just going to get all up in your shit, dude. So we ruined his day. As soon as he gets done one P, I'll hit the live button. And we'll get this started, man.
I had to put the toddler to bed and I have a teenager. I just got back from the football game.
Oh, for real, dude? I have a 22-year-old daughter with 2 grandkids, and then I have my youngest is just turned 6 a couple weeks ago, man.
Oh, congratulations! That's awesome.
No, dude, it's not awesome, dude. I was almost to the finish line, my dude. I was right there. My girl's oldest kids are 19 and 16, so we were so damn close, dude. Right
I
there.
make a joke about it because I had a 13-year-old. I said on stage, I was 5 years away from my life sentence. 5 years, I decided to punch the warden right in her nether regions, and 18 to life again. Here we are.
Yes, sir. Dude, my first podcast partner, I told him because back like before I actually had him, I was like trying to spread the love everywhere. And my friend was like, dude, I was like, I just can't have a kid, dude. I don't know what's going on. He's like, dude, when it happens, you're gonna least expect it, and you're not gonna really be feeling it. I was like, dude, shut up, dude. I'll never be feeling that way. And then after I got MS in 2017, and because of that, they give you steroids and they prescribe you Viagra. They don't tell us young 41 years old, maybe you want to be careful with your stuff. Because guess what? Steroids and Viagra pump that shit up, dude. I did not know that. I probably should do.
Your groin was basically going through the Rocky 3. Like, it was cutting woods in the winter and running uphill and everything. You didn't even know.
I didn't feel it, and that's what I'm saying. I didn't feel like invigorated or anything. Jack, are you almost done, my guy? This dude. I gotta get this stupid shit figured out. The going live on YouTube, and dude, that's the thing. I don't know if you know it, dude. YouTube is putting out these the shorts. If you go live.
Oh yeah, dude. As soon as you said that, they're doing super incentive for shorts and all this stuff, aren't they? Right now?
And that's how I got. Dude, I had been doing this podcast crap for like 5-6 years. I could never top like 550 hours a year. And then I got an email saying, hey, we're going to start pushing out YouTube lives. If you do them in the vertical form with your phone, we'll start pushing them out through the shorts. Dude, I got monetized over a couple months, dude.
Wow.
Like I had 4,000 watch hours before, because I got my 32,000 subscribers. I started out with like 30,000 at the beginning of the summer. But I got that because I posted up Saturday Night Live stuff. Because I figured, Jack?
He's asleep.
No, he's not. He's taking a poop or something in my room. Sorry, Tim. My bad. Dude.
No. Poops happen.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, actually, shit does happen. I think we learned that from Forrest Gump. You done now, my guy?
Yes.
All right. You go get in bed and give me some love. I got to do this live with Tim. Hopefully make some money at some point, right?
Yes, so I can play my...
No, so you can't do anything. You got enough money. Go. Will you shut my door behind you? I love you. Your mommy and sister up. You don't have to slam it, you dick. Alright, man, let me make sure this is centered and people can see this shit, dude, because what's crazy is, dude, on this little cell phone, dude, we'll have I did a live, I did an interview last night with this guy, Bob Lament. He's been doing podcasting for like 25 years, dude. He was doing like an internet web series and shit, dude. I met him from the same thing I met you at, dude, and I actually found, have you ever heard of the thing Plausible?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before, and my dumb ass is looking. I would love to do something like that, because me being like disabled and shit, dude, it's a pain in the ass going to open mics and dealing with all that shit. And then when you crawl up to the fucking mic with a walker, it's very hard to get the people laughing after that. It's like, okay, guys, you ready to have fun? Now that you feel bad for me?
I interviewed for Plausible right at the beginning. I think it started like 2 or 3 years ago. They made me doing a show online, and I have ADHD and bipolar, so twice a year I'm like, I can do 80 projects. I have the time. I'm just like a mad scientist, like I can do it all.
Yeah, this shit's such a pain in the ass, dude. All this shit. All right, man. I'm gonna hit the live button. We're gonna go live. We're gonna start chatting. I call the show "ChatN Out," and this is basically gonna be like my, because that's why. I reached out to I signed up like 25 interviews in 2 days over that shit, dude. That comics and whatever displaced comic stuff, dude.
It works.
Yeah, it's kind of. I was very surprised, dude. And most I've done in any place else, maybe gotten 2 or 3 interviews out of that shit, dude.
No, comics love this.
Yeah. They're all, and that's my goal, is to try to put because I have a pretty good fan base. I've got like over 100,000 subscribers. I got fans in Australia and like Germany and South Africa and shit, dude. So we got a little bit of global stuff. Like, dude, I had one of my fans send me a care package from Australia, dude. This whole trying shit, dude. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna press live and we're gonna go. And remember, when we do it, we're gonna be going live to Facebook and YouTube. If I can find the fucking button, dude. And I watched a bunch of your stuff, dude, but I really only know bare minimum about you, all right, dude? So I'm going to need, and I don't want to do this whole, And we're only, and I can cut all this up later. This is just for the live people. But I've heard, like, I watch a lot of interviews, and I don't, like, I mean, do you really care? Like, no offense, dude. If you like, you were interviewing me, do you really care that I'm from Dallas and was born in 1983?
No.
We're not that fucking famous yet. So the fact,
Right.
like, dude, I was watching all kinds of like interviews with other comics, and they're like going all this. Where'd you come from? Where'd you do that? Like, dude, can we just get to the fucking point, my guys? This isn't. We're not talking to Sylvester Stallone here, guys. Let's just do this.
Yeah, so you want to talk about that one time that comic got grabbed by his dreads and thrown like a haystack?
Right.
That's the one of the, yeah, it's simple. You just don't take a whole bunch of LSD before you go on stage. And he decided to do that. So
That would be a weird I've only taken LSD. Oh wait, real quick, we're live. Welcome to the show, ChatN, guys. Now we're gonna talk about our dabbles in drug experiences and shit like that. I've dabbled in like microdosing shrooms. I've taken ecstasy a couple times. LSD maybe 2 or 3 times, dude. But that's just not my jam. You know what I mean? Like I never felt. Although one time, dude, I went to I took LSD right when the Suicide Squad came out, and me and my girl went to see the Suicide Squad movie, dude. And I'm an ex-chef, dude, so I used to always go shopping at Kroger, dude. I swear to God, as we're walking out of the movie theater, we see the guy from Kroger that I see all the time walking into the movie theater. It's like, oh shit, it's the Kroger guy. And he's like walking with a chick, and you just see him like, hey. I was like, dude, I'd act like I'm fucking famous if somebody yelled out Kroger guy to me. I'd be like, yeah, bitch, this is how it rolls. Like, I'm from Kroger, motherfucker.
Well, I used to work at a grocery store named IGA, and that's where a lot of people, IGA guy, and I'm like, yeah, hey, I wrap your meat. You do it well. You can play with it. It's fun. I get noticed back in the day more for groceries than talking about my penis in front of people. So,
Yeah,
but I love how you said you microdosed shrooms. I come from the old days when we just dosed shrooms. There wasn't a micro, like we just ate it.
And when I say micro, like I mean I get like maybe like I break my stuff and maybe take a gram, you know. And I come from back in the day, dude. I'm an '80s baby, dude. Like I don't know if you know this, dude. I'm Fred Durst has gotten me laid more times than once, dude. So I thank that motherfucker. But
I'm getting ready to say you look like grandfather Fred Durst, like Fred Durst in its final Pokemon form.
And I'm 10 years younger than that motherfucker. Number one, back in the day in 1999, I was known as the fat Fred Durst. Now I've just hurdled that motherfucker. Now I'm the old Fred Durst, bitch. Like, but again, like, dude, he's got like I want to meet that guy and like give him a hug and kiss. Like, dude, you don't know how many times my penis has touched vagina because of you, my guy. Like,
I actually saw him over the summer. I got real close to him, but not backstage. I went to Loserville as a tour.
Well, I was planning on going in Dallas, dude, but I was upset because there was no meet and greet. And I'm down for doing some stuff, but I kind of want to make it an experience. If I'm going to go to a concert or do something, like I met Jay and Silent Bob a couple summers ago at Fan Expo. Like, I'm going to pay some money. I want it to be an experience. So my thing was like, I'm going to look like Fred Durst. I'm going to go up there and be like, hey, what up, Fred Durst? And then my idea was I'm just going to like get some like floor seats and try to get as close to the thing and just be like, look at me, bitch, look at me.
It would have worked. He actually, everyone who bought seats got real close to him because he actually got security around him, and during Boiler he went out in the audience and he said, I wish I could meet all of you, but you know, he was actually really, him and Corey Feldman were really cool. And that's you never say that. You should say that in the sentence, but they were really cool.
I kind of wanted to see Corey Feldman, dude. I really like when I saw he was the opener, it was like, oh, Corey Feldman shit. I was like, but that's kind of a bucket list type moment. I can imagine 80s Keenan be like, dude, you went and saw the fucking guy from Lost Boys and the Burbs. Dude, that's my movie. License to Drive, man. Like, I think I want to be Corey Feldman and Corey Haim back in the day, dude.
Oh, like, dude, he only had 5 moves, but they were like John Cena, the 5 moves of doom. He did it for like 90 minutes straight. Me and one other guy, we gave him a standing ovation. We were just thinking, like, what was Corey Feldman think? He probably went backstage and was like, you see that, Fred Durst? I just rocked St. Louis, standing O. Next year, we're headlining.
If 2 people stayed up, that's a standing ovation, bro.
Exactly. He knows how to market.
Now you said John Cena. Are you a little bit of a wrestling fan, my guy?
I look like, yeah, I'm a huge fan. I should.
All right, well, dude, literally, I do a podcast every Friday night talking wrestling. Dude, I might need to invite you on sometime. Dude, I do it with his co-host. That I just need to hit him up with some shit sometimes. He's a huge John Cena fan. But let me ask you, but you're another bald guy. How do you feel about that motherfucker's bald spot on live TV and not in the fucking movies?
I think what happened, I don't like that part. And also, what's with one person backstage not having a can of just like brown hairspray? They can do, like, they're letting him go out there and be shameful. I saw the old Bosley commercials. Give me a can of brown 32. We can fix you up right now.
Dude, when he came out of WrestleMania and they knocked his hat off, he's like, the entire time I was like, this motherfucker, either shave your head or just own the fucking ball. Dude, you got millions of dollars. I'm sure you don't hurt for fucking pussy, dude. So just shut the fuck up and own it.
I'm waiting for him to turn 100% into Ernest P. Worrell and do a remake of Scared Stupid. I'm waiting for that because he's just slowly devolving into Ernest. And he's a cool dude. I really
and that's
like
the worst
him a lot.
part. I like him, and I used to. It's just that fucking bald spot. As a bald man, dude, I've been like when I was like 21 or 22, it was taking me like an hour to spike my hair up, like to watch that little bald spot, like as it's creeping back, and then I was like, yeah, this is stupid, man.
See, that's when we're bald guys, so we see it as like, oh, you're still holding on. That's
and it's almost it's just the worst part, like. And I think I hate that little fucking hole in the back of everybody's head the worst. I hate that the worst. I don't know why. I don't have it. Mine was always receding from the back. And that one can be supposedly fixed with Rogaine from what I understood. This one's the hardest to get rid of when it's just receding back. But that really gets on my nerves when somebody has a bald spot and they're like, dude, just shave your fucking head, bro. I understand.
In our family, we made fun of people that use Rogaine when I was growing up. Like, oh, you're not man enough to lose your hair like all your grandfathers.
Right.
Pansy. Like, so that, but then the person that my cousin would always do that, I saw one day, I was like, why is he not bald? Dude was using Rogaine the whole time. I was like, well, all right. He would just hold out for himself. That's what it was. Stuff works.
I have this, my uncle. I guess you're supposed to get your mom's hairline, but I guess I got my grandfather's. I had an uncle that had a full head of black fucking hair. He's like, I could have punched him in his face. Like, he would sit there and talk shit. It's like, I could beat the shit out of you, right? I'm just letting you know. Like, you're sitting there talking, you're all funny in your jokes and shit, dude. And he's literally, he is my favorite uncle. Even though he's passed away, he was always, this guy wrote honk if you love dick on the back of my car when I was 16 years old. He flipped over my license plate and wrote it. And I was driving around for I don't know how long. I only noticed it when he finally showed it to me. Before he left out of town again. I was like, that is so fucking funny, but I hate you, man. God damn it, man. That's good shit, my guy. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
I didn't have that good of a car. I remember my car got egged. And I didn't even realize it till the paint started wearing off. And I was like, who's through? And oh, that's what the discolor. I had an 87 Caprice.
Nice, dude. What are you talking about? You didn't have a good car. I like those big body fucking boats.
This was back in 2002, so it was roaded big body style too. By the time it got to me, it wasn't mint condition. It's already went through a few like high speed chases and stuff like that. But hey, it worked. I rode it so hard that oil was shooting out of the muffler, and I threw a rod and still made it home. So still the best car I've ever had in my life.
Well, there you go, dude. That's the best that you can do, dude. My first car was a 1983 Cadillac Eldorado, dude, and I literally wrecked that shit every day. Seemed like every day I come home and be like, "Did you get a ticket or you wrecked today?" I got a ticket. I started out my driving career with it seemed like it just always had warrants. It made me a better driver. And the best advice I ever got, I wrote a Quentin Tarantino article. He's like, yeah, I had warrants like for most of my driving career up until I made money. He's like, so when you drive past a police officer, you just act like you're jamming out. No matter what's going on, you just act like you don't give a crap about. So I did that every single time, man. Every time I see a cop, I just start acting like I'm having the best time ever.
Wow, I wish I had that. I didn't use that. I used the, oh God, I'm scared, and slightly swerve technique, and I got pulled over.
Exactly. I didn't even think, because the people that cops don't pull over are the people that don't give two fucks. So I'd just be, cop come behind me like, yeah, bitch, what's going on? I start singing. I don't care what songs. I don't care if I know the song or not. I just start acting like I'm singing it, man. You did
knock on something, though. If you got someone driving without a license, you'll take the scenic route everywhere. You'll know parts of town you never knew where, hidden route. Oh, I didn't know there was an alley to the grocery store this way. Right. Yeah, he has to know. That's how he gets around. So if you want to know, like, the secret passage through your town. Find a guy who doesn't have a driver's license driving. He'll send you right there.
That's my biggest complaint about baby's mama is she can't get out of her head that we're 41 years old now and you don't have to be too worried about the police. She's like, and her car's in my name, so it's like really and truly when they pull up your car, it's coming up in this old man, ugly picture comes up, so they're thinking like, well, really, what do you think? And I tell her the same thing, like she'll come in, there's a cop behind me, I'm like, act like you don't give a fuck. Act like you don't care. Quit. What are you doing? Like, just start jamming out. I don't care. Just start bobbing your head. Even talking to me. Who cares? Because nobody gets pulled over when they're jamming out to some shit. It just never happens.
It sounds like she was raised like me with the installed of cop fear in that when you finally get pulled over, it dawns on you, I'm actually a good citizen. Like, right. This is going to go okay. It freaks you out. Like, it happens to me. We were coming home from a gig. And cops pulled us over, and there's 3 cops. And I'm like, I turn to guys and I'm like, if I know anything, we're all getting arrested. And we just got a ticket, thank God. They just wanted to hear us tell jokes and talk to us a little bit. But I was immediately like, already handed my wallet over, telling, all right, you need to call my wife and tell her I'm going to be at this county. Like, this is what you need to do. I have this much money. It's probably going to be this much money.
Helen?
You need to get up. Like, Helen? It happened again.
Helen, I got warned. Dude, that voice you said, that voice when you said it, man, I was like, this guy, like, I can't imagine. I hope that's not a real name, because this dude's never getting laid again like that. Just never. Never.
The person I'm impersonating is kind of this old uncle and aunt couple that was Uncle like Mike and Uncle Helen.
You sound like my Uncle Hank, dude. I have Uncle Hank who was a homosexual, and that's not. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying when you make that's the voice he has, like that's just his voice. And he's not like doing anything. That's just how he sounds. Like, hey, just a like southern little wispy little voice. Hey, how you doing there, guys? Kind of like what's that? Stuart, like Stuart from Magic.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going there, guys? It's Stuart. So real quick, I do want to talk about because. Oh, and I do want to bring up I was pissing out. Were you the one that did the pissing out in the cold?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, dude, I've looked at so many different bits, and so I don't want to get confused, man, because like I said, dude, 25 people hit me up, and I'm like, okay, send me a link, dude. I go check it out. Like, let's set something up. So I just wanted to make sure, as I did watch some of your stuff right before we got on, and that's a really good joke, dude. I like that one. Now everybody thinks I have chlamydia.
Yeah, it's actually based on a true story, but not what you would think. Like, it really did happen, but it wasn't because I was drunk or I had syphilis. When I was way younger, like 5, I was a sheltered kid. Like, I didn't go outside a lot. Right. So the first time I was playing out in the snow, there was no restroom. My aunt said, go piss behind a tree. And I was so young and stupid when I saw the steam rise, I really thought I was on fire. So I pissed all over myself.
Nice.
So I used that joke, that real life experience, into like an adult joke that kind of fits my whole manner. So it's a lot of fun. And then I added the syphilis part, which my wife loves. She loves what I say. She's like, God damn it, stop telling everyone we have syphilis. It's not true. I was like, well, babe, let's wait for the results to come out first. No, that's all jokes. We're good.
Did I had when my son was born, one day he was looking at my phone, and I swear to God, he was like less than a year old, bro. His face opened up my phone. So then I had the joke, like, I was worried about my son actually being mine, but then his face opened on my cell phone. I was like, we're all good. My girl did not like that joke. I told her at the family reunion, she was like, she looked at me, gave me this fucking like stare and dagger shit, cause he was sitting there like in front of a cousin, his face opened up my phone, and they were like, hey, he opened up your phone. I was like, yeah, I know. I was worried if he was mine till that happened. She did not, and she was sitting right next to me, bro. She did not like that joke at all, dude. But I think it's a valid joke. I think it's a good joke. I mean, I'm just saying.
I would love to see that as the new Maury show. Like, unlock this phone. And it's just a kid staring. Like, that's how we should go. That's the way we should go right there. That's the future.
Speaking of Maury, right now on YouTube, Jerry Springer, like the first season is available for free. You know how long it's been since I watched some Jerry Springer? It is literally the worst fucking show ever. The first one I've watched, dude, this man and woman come out. It's a black dude and a black woman. She comes out and says, I've been cheating on you. She brings out a woman and he says, well, I haven't been honest with you either. He brings out a dude. And then the woman that she's cheating on brings out another woman because she's been cheating on her. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I used to skip school and get stoned to this show. What the fuck happened to this? Like, I'm not for sure. I mean, and then next, some kind of...
I loved when they would do they would just be sitting there, it's quiet, and you heavy breathing, all of a sudden, ding, 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 chair gets thrown, they're all brawling on stage. Like, that's all it took was a sound bite, and they're like, we're fighting now.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, dude, I swear to God, I literally used to, like, leave school, like, because it come on in my hood, like, around 1 o'clock, dude. So we leave school around lunchtime. Like, we all just dart the fuck out, go over to my homie's house, watch that, smoke a bowl, run back to school, and then, like, we watched Jerry Springer and got stoned for an hour.
Well, because you had class. You did a premium show like Jerry Springer. You didn't go and skip out for Steve Wilko's show.
Right, no shit,
like
a
that.
second.
Like, the people, or Jenny Jones, you had some class with your TV.
Although you got to give it, Jenny Jones is the only one of those shows that got somebody killed over it because she brought that, like, who would have thought this is gonna, like, some dude's like telling you has a crush on you. Like, I can understand, like, it's another gay dude, like, but you're gonna bring out a straight dude and hoping that's gonna come out okay. Like, you literally just put him out there. A friend of his for a while had a crush, so somebody that he was close with had a crush on him. So now he's got to go back home and all his friends say, that dude wanted your dick, bro. How do you think this is going to end up, guys?
Well, it got worse because I loved the show. I don't have class. I was the one skipping school.
We can all tell, bro. We can all tell.
Rude. There's a guy named Rude Jude on there. He was kind of an insult comic that would just come in there, and that's what I loved to watch. But the reason that's why I researched it and all that. But the reason the guy even got more, the gay guy continued to hit on the guy when they got home and was very, like, I'm not saying he deserved to die or anything, I'm just telling you the facts. Like, he was slinging dick this guy's way. Hard. Like, the only thing that was missing was leathers, ball gag, and poppers. This guy was flaunting buttholes, and the guy was like, no, to the point he had a mental break. And it was just tragic.
Dude, that is. I think I heard that, dude.
It didn't just stop like he went home and
he just didn't get out and kill him. He's like, dude, you like leave me the fuck alone, dude. Stop.
Yeah, the guy was like, did you get my flowers and my poppers and my cock rings? And the guy's like, oh no. And it was a little weird. It got weird.
It is weird, but you took it very far, my guy. Like, you didn't have to go such to it, you know. You didn't have to go.
You know what most people would do? Change their number or move.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a viable solution.
Or you could have just beat the shit. I'm not promoting beat the crap, but you could. I mean, this is the early '90s. I'm almost positive you wouldn't have gotten a hate crime or some shit. Like, I mean, you could have gotten away with it. Like, you said, this guy wouldn't stop coming on my dick, so I had to, let him know who his boss from.
Well, my mom would always say this while watching all the Snapped ever. What happened to divorce? You don't have to murder. You just leave and take half his stuff. My mom did divorce 5 people, so she may have been biased about the whole situation, but she was like, it's so much easier, as she was probably driving my ex-stepdad's car.
I said, your mom, I don't know your mama that well, and this is just one story, but your mama sounds like a dope-ass lady. Just I only know that one thing, but she's like, yeah, she was married 5 times. I was like, what the fuck happened? Just get divorced. Fuck it. If you don't like him, just get rid of him.
She was a dope-like lady, if I should say that. You were right in some aspects. The coolness wears off after 3 days straight of her philosophy. So
I think that's everybody with their mom, dude. Like me, I love my mom to death, but after 3 days, it's like, oh my god, leave me alone, I'm a grown-ass man.
Well, she would take performance enhancers like methamphetamine to try to stay up. Like, I remember I came home one day from school and I was like, Mom, why are you cooking all the meals ever? Like 7 meals going on, Dutch oven, crock pot, 3 burners in the oven. And my dumbass is fat. And I'm just like, best day ever. I'm getting steak and spaghetti.
Swing.
And she's smart. She's like, well, this means I don't have to cook the rest of the week. I was like, smart. We're bulk cooking.
Right.
It's like, but no, she was cooking something else.
I love how you say perform. I was like, I didn't know meth was considered a performance enhancing drug. Like, is that?
Well, in the upper Midwest, it is.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm from the South, man. So I mean, I mean, we definitely got our meth going around, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. We just don't consider it performance enhancing.
I guess I should. You did dawn on something. I have to talk to my therapist. I shouldn't consider a performance enhancer. Like it's just like steroids, right? Like no.
Well, that's when you said that. I was like, when you said performance enhancer, was like, was she doing steroids or something? What kind of was she like playing basketball or some shit? Was it WNBA?
At the very thing, you're like, man, she really likes mini thins from the Circle K or something. But no, she
Man, the 90s were kind of great. You could basically get legal fucking speeches out there and stuff, dude. I think I did buy some mini thins. Anybody could buy them. I bought mini thins because they're in the Eminem song. I think he said on one of his songs, he said something about mini thins. It's like, I've seen those at 7-Eleven. I wonder if they are. They weren't my thing. When I
knew. I was young at the time, but it was such around me. I knew many things got snuffed, like nerfed, because they were too powerful at first. Because they're like, dude, that's cocaine. You're giving people cocaine. So the new thing was Black Stallions. You had to look for the Black Stallions, and then if you heard anyone else talk about buying stuff off the gas station, it became like, come on, grow up and get real drugs. What's wrong with you?
We're a grown-ass man. Go get you some speed or crack, bro. What are
you don't have a trailer park near you or something? You can't get, like, what?
Dude, one of the people that hit me up from the thing, he was a guy in a wheelchair, and you see his set start out, and he's like, yeah, the 80s crack is a motherfucker, right? This all happened because he's in a wheelchair, and it's like, dude, and there's like, his sister's out in the audience, he's like, I just want to apologize and say thank you to the club. Like, I'm sorry all these wheelchair motherfuckers showed up for my show, dude. And, that's my sister right there. As you can see, we both got crack syndrome. Like, she's in a wheelchair, too. I'm just like, damn, dog. Fucking hilarious, but damn.
Well, you got to be real about it. I talk about my perceived inbrednism in my act. And, like, most people that have a family tree, I have a wreath of love. It's based in some reality. Yeah, it's a circle of love.
You gotta have self-deprecate. I mean, my mom gives me that. She doesn't find any of my. What was one of the? One time, like my son, because my baby's mama took all of my terrible genes out of my son. Like, he just got all my cute shit going on. But he's raising his arms, and you can see like his ribs poking out. And I said, "Real quick, mom, take a picture." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "We don't get to see ribs that often in our family." She's like, "That's not funny, Keenan." It's like, no, it kind of is funny. We're big people. Like, you can't see my ribs. You want to show me your ribs, mommy? And I didn't that would have got me jacked up in the face. I mean, I knew.
We were a big bone people too. We weren't mobile unless we were on a mobile scooter.
Right. Right. So, and I don't know how it is like back in the day. Like, my mom's one of those people that takes everything in and just like hurts her. I take it in and I spew it back out with fucking hate. Like, oh, you think, no, I got you better, dude. Let's do this, dude. Like, people used to say, sit on me. I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do? Can you deadlift 300 pounds, you little bitch? No, I don't think so. What if I sit on you? Because you're not getting me off of you. I know that for sure. Skinny little fuckers.
Yeah, you had to get a personality. That's like, you grew up in the 90s.
Oh, dude, and I was never that dude that a girl saw at the end of the bar and said, oh, I'm totally fucking that guy tonight. No, you got to go up to him, talk to him, make him laugh, make him smile, be like, oh, he's kind of cute. I could see me fucking him at some point. That's the best I got going for me. That's it.
People don't. We were growing up in the age of all of the boy bands. Like, Jesus. Name one. You can name one boy band that looked like us, and that was In Together. It was a parody band.
Oh my God, Kevin Farley, dude! I just saw him do his stand-up probably about 3 or 4 months ago, dude. And literally the entire time I told him, like, dude, that you're like you said, the In Together shit was my shit, dude. I love that stuff, dude. I know
my calculus. I shouldn't have watched. But no, that's why I think so much Chris Farley, like people are, because Chris Farley, if you watch the movies, he got the girl. Fat guys in the 90s never got the girl. We got comic relief, or we cried because our varsity football team lost. The Varsity Blues one time.
I'm gonna argue that, dude, because I feel like you know how they say when you're preparing somebody like to be like molested or some shit. I feel like America or like USA as a whole, we're preparing women to date ugly dudes. They're like,
Oh,
what? How many ugly dudes have gotten fine women on TV shows, dude?
hold up, I like you. So basically, that we walked so the new generation can run with the body positive. Because that, like, before we had one maybe Kevin James, but this is peak Kevin James when he actually was kind of skinny fat. This wasn't full bloated Paul Blart. So
Yeah.
like there wasn't really too. But you're right. Now it's like, dude, being big is kind of. It's not even that big of a deal. You can wear skinny jeans and be fat.
No,
that doesn't even
I
make
will punch
sense.
you in your stomach. If you're wearing a shirt too, I hate when you, like, dude, we are fat, bro. I don't want to see. I don't want to like. There used to be this guy on Teen Mom. He was just really fat. And he used to always wear shirts that are way too tight for his fucking body. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude? He's not getting any money from this MTV shit. What is happening? You can't get a shirt that fits. Like, dude, you are fat, bro. You are tall and fat. Get a bigger shirt.
You can't afford another fucking X or two.
Right.
You need to start. You keep raiding your little cousin's closet for that shirt. You know it don't fit. You can feel that breeze under your butt front. You know that butt gut front that looks like an ass hanging over your other ass.
I do it to try to be funny, but this guy, like, I literally hate that.
I know.
It's like, dude, come on, guys, like.
And he turned out to be, if you watch the show, he turned out to be a decent guy. Just can't put on a shirt that fits him.
Exactly.
Like,
he was always that's what you kind of got from the entire time. You can kind of tell, but that bitch is kind of fucked up. He's an okay guy. Like, it seems like he's all right. She was I mean, the fact that you sign up for a TV show called Teen Mom, you're basically just signing up for the rest of your life to be fucked up, I think. Like, I mean, and one of those girls did like porn, Farrah or something. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you say? Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I've never seen Kim Kardashian.
I'm a married man. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I didn't watch Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton. I never saw any of those. I never. And back in, like, dude, the 90s, like, how many, like, sex tapes were coming out, dude? Like, you saw. I mean, like, you. And there's a point in, like, the late 90s that I'm pretty sure I could have gotten me some Britney Spears, dude. Probably, like, right when she was, like, walking to the bathrooms with no shoes on and bald headed and shit, dude. I think I could have snagged that, dude. If I could have been, like, in the same vicinity, I could have made her laugh and got me some, dude.
She did like Fred. She did hook up with Fred Durst. So you were like, you were in. That was the thing. I think that was the thing. A confident fat man could have cleaned up the late 90s, early 2000s, like dude. Nothing.
And dude, I tell my son, like, cause dude, my stepsons are so fucking pretty dumb. Like, dude, what's it like to just have, like, pussy fall over in front of you, bro? It must be nice, dude. It must. And I hear them talking, like, dude, you can't talk worth of shit, bro. I hear you just, like, you can't. Your words are just getting mush mouthed up in you, guy. Come on, man, you gotta learn how to speak. It must be nice being that fucking pretty, dude.
Just grin and get like, hey, like, oh yeah. What's crazy is my cousin. He's like fucking supermodel almost. Like half my family. Like you were talking about. I feel like I'm the duck-billed platypus. Like that God made all these, or Super Bean made all my family into awesome beings, and then the leftovers he made me. You know, like he didn't want to go away.
You're the Danny DeVito of your family. Everybody else is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you got the.
Oh yeah, dude! Like I'm the only one with the crossbite teeth and the club foot and all the inbred genes really just stored at the bottom of the barrel for my ass. I'm glad I got them all. So, well, at least you didn't get acting. Oh darn! At least I didn't get.
Oh no!
I got ass blue, man. Now.
I can't see from that. Are your eyes blue?
Hazel. So.
Okay, my baby's mama always likes to let me know that eyes being blue are a sign of inbred. I was like, yeah, I'm sure somewhere down the line of my family, some family member fucked a family member. We live in Texas, and like we're some country ass people. I get that. I know it didn't happen in my immediate family. I know that for sure. But it happened to some. Well, I think we're getting.
Well, I think we actually need to talk about the reality. Blue eyes are very desirable, so everybody wants to fuck them. So sometimes that's just gonna blow up.
We're getting a call in because this is a call-in show. Let's see if this guy's got anything good to say. You got anything good to say for our comedian, bro?
Yo, what up, Keenan?
What's up? This is Tim Loss. You got something to ask him or say?
No, is that the reason why I can't see you live right now? Because I'm gonna be a paid subscriber.
Oh yeah. You got to be a paid subscriber to see this video live. You want to get an interview with see the interview with the comic right now, or you can go to my Facebook page and see it live. But you got to do a little research, bro.
Damn, alright. I'll see it.
At least he
Fuck you,
called, though.
Victor Mayo. Pay that money if you want to see these titties, bitch. And that guy's always like, take your shirt off. Like, dude, I promise. And there's plenty of videos. Dude, I got the Thug Life tattooed on my belly with my shirt off at a tattoo parlor on the fucking live YouTube. So I'm like, dude, there's a million videos with my shirt off, but if you ask me to take my fucking shirt off, fuck you, bitch. That's just not happening, bro.
That guy's the type of guy that calls to see if a place delivers and doesn't order anything.
Yeah.
I just want to see if you guys are open to deliver.
He's like, wait, is that what? Because I think he saw that I was live somewhere, and he's like, oh, I can't see you live because I'm not. I'm like, no, I told you that. I'm gonna start doing interviews where it's only available for members to watch live while I'm doing it. Then I'm gonna cut it up in a day or so. I'm gonna post it, and then I'm like, I got a guy that I'm gonna interview on November 1st. We're gonna go live, but then he wants to save it. I'm just gonna put out shorts because he's doing a special like December 4th. So I think I'm gonna just start doing shorts, and then like right around Thanksgiving, then I'll put his stuff out and put out the whole video to where hopefully he gets some views on his shit. But it's like, dude, these and then once go ahead.
I got 2 little bar specials up there, but I actually got 3. But you could see real life comedy if you want to see someone do really good in front of 10 people at a failed Bob Evans, because that's fucking comedy.
Yeah.
I got 45 minutes of me doing fucking jokes to 10 people. 3 of them didn't even want to fucking be there. So like, I know I talked to them about it afterwards.
But that's
during the show. But that's comedy. I think
that's what we do.
That's the reality of the situation. We all wish every show would sell out in a green room, perfect situation. But I'm mostly a bar comic, so I drink my free Diet Dr. Pepper under the glow of a Miller Lite sign next to some guy trying, hey, you want to hear this joke?
Right.
You can use it on stage.
How much do you enjoy when people ask you, like, you got any jokes to tell me? You got a joke? Tell me a joke. Bitch, that's not really how it works, dude. I don't, like, you call me out, like, I don't, number one.
It depends how I feel. Like, but now I just roast them. If they're like, oh, I roast them, but then it gets how I feel. Because if I roast them, I have the ability of maybe like saying something they dislike, and I don't want an enemy before I even go on stage. So sometimes I'm just trying to make fun of the town or the bar or something, just trying to gauge out. What sucks is when people notice me outside, like, I'm not at a show at all. I'm ready. I'm just like, hey, hanging out with the family. And they go, and it doesn't happen a lot. Sorry, I'm not saying it. It's happened a few times when they do it. Like, hey, you're the comedian guy, right? Won't you tell me a joke? Well, how about you fuck off? I'm like that's not how that works at all. But that's when I get a little bit like, yeah, fuck. Won't you do a dance for me? Like Domino's delivery driver? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't.
And that's why I remember that, because Vic DeMeo is one of those that tell me a joke. Like, dude, that's not how it fucking works, man. Like, I got a bunch of comedy shit out there. I feel like everything I'm doing right now is the joke, dude. Because all it is on YouTube Live is me staring at a phone and reading every comment out like I'm fucking Ron Burgundy and taking in all kinds of shit. And like, they get to use all this to make fun of, and all I get is their little name and whatever they just said. So that's all I get to do. That's all I get to work with. And for some reason, I'm a lot better than a lot. Like, people like they seem to like want to troll me and come up, and then I'm just like, yeah, bitch, what's up, dude? Let's like, dude, I got like 6 or 7 fucking kids in Wyoming that just call me. That call me and say N-word, they say this, they say, and then I end up talking to them for like 10 minutes after that. Because I just don't give in. I'm like, yeah, what's up, guys? You stupid fucks. Like, I was like, you gonna act like a man? I'm gonna talk to you like a fucking man.
I was raised with a mother that could see you. She'd look right at you. And be like, oh, that secret? I'm going to casually bring it up in a B-list joke, which hurts more. She's just, hey, I expose you to everyone with a C-level effort. Eat me. And that has waved off on me where I don't even know. Someone's going to, hey, and then I toss it right back to them. But it's not the same. Like, hey, you suck. And you're an inbred cousin fucker. Oh, no. See, like, it's not equivalent sometimes. Like, I'll just say something so horrible straight to him in retaliation that might snap judgment, then I had to pull it back sometimes, too, on stage. Because see, everyone wants to be Kill Tony or whoever the insult. That's fun when you're got the name. When you're just some guy rolling into some unknown bar, you can't really talk like you got a chin of granite because they're going to test it. Like, that's just straight up. Because people are still real, no matter where you go. And if you want to cross over that line, you better be prepared. So I've crossed over the line and realized there's a reason I'm a comic, and that's why I'm just going to stay funny and shit. So that's what kind of happened with that other guy. The other guy took LSD. He used to be an MMA fighter, but he was 5'1", and he started talking to some good old country boys that eat nothing but hay, and saying how he was going to beat up the whole town. Told this one guy to call his friends. The dude called his friends. So when the guy went out there to confront him, it went crazy, and it was still one of the. Here's what happened. All right, since you got my time, I'll tell you. You guys, you seem interested. I go to hand the money. It's an awful show. It's. We've been there a few times. It's a bar show. Everyone's drunk. Hey, you do your time, you get paid, move on.
Yeah.
He was taking offense that people weren't really digging his jokes, so he started heckling the crowd. I was like, whatever. I'm outside making paper airplanes. So I'm not going to sit in a bar a bunch of people that don't fucking like me because I'm a smart guy.
Right.
That's just not what I do. I'm going to wait till the show's over. So I'm assuming everybody's being professional. Mistake on me right there. Comics are never professional. We work for bar chips and blow off the back of the toilet. You always got to be watched. We're like a toddler with a knife. Someone's going to get hurt, if not ourselves.
Yes,
So I go in there. I give him the golf handshake with the money. I'm like, hey, we got to go. He's my ride. And he goes, hey, I'm going to fight this whole bar. That's funny. No one would do that because that's an insane thing to say. So I'm going to go get my equipment. So I go get my equipment, and a guy runs out and says, there's a fight outside. I'm like, oh, shit. So I was like, I better get my equipment real quick. I grab it, and that's when the guy, there's a gun. Two shots go off, and I run outside seeing my friend sideswipe a car as two cops pull up, and he goes on a high-speed chase. I do know the gun belonged to him, and he has a warrant in Missouri. And good thing he just has 7 ounces of shrooms in his other pocket, which is a Class X felony, I do believe, in this state. It's not really too cool here in Illinois. We like the weed, but when you get a little bit too crazy, we're like, we don't like it. So they go off there. He's my ride. I'm like, what the fuck happened? The cops come in, pull the fucking liquor license from the place, shuts the whole place down. So I have to get a phone, call a cab. What really ended up happening, I had to get this from another comic because he's the one who called the cops because he thought we were all going to die. I'm getting my equipment. He's outside. So the comic that took LSD was heckling the group, right? Yeah. Well, the one guy that comes out was like going to say, like, dude, what's up? Like, really like this, not fighting really, but more like we're going to fight him, but wanted to talk to him. But what he got out was, what? And the other comic snuck a punch in him. And that's when all 8 people surrounded him, grabbed him by the dreads, threw him over his shoulder, threw him on the top of the car.
Damn.
And that's when he went and slid over the hood, grabbed into the glove box to grab his gun, because they were trying, in his eyes, grab his eye. I think they're just trying to grab his face. But yeah, they're going to mess him up. And he took a warning shot in the air. He says 1, other people say 2. I heard 2, so it's what he and then fled. The cops of the town said this to him because he taught. They didn't find the gun. He tossed the gun. Right. This is not alleged. You can find there's many corroborations online about this. But he tossed the gun. So the cops show up and says, "You know, you got a warrant in Missouri." And he goes, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Go do the paperwork." So he lets him go with everything because he doesn't know. And this dumbass is now suing the venue for a hate crime because he's a white guy with dreads. And they said they were going after him for a hate crime.
Well, I do hate that, but I don't think it's a hate crime. Like I do hate white guys with dreads. I feel like
if you do any live entertainment, don't trust a white guy with dreads.
No.
They've almost caused me to die numerous times.
You said he was 5'1", right?
5'1".
Yeah, I'm not fucking with the old guy or any dude under 5'5" because those motherfuckers have been practicing for this shit their entire life. And the old dude, I don't know if you ever get like, dude, I was like 22 years old and I fought like this 40-year-old man. He was like just sitting there looking like he was about to like fall over and he just boom hit me once. I was like, oh shit, that was a goddamn man punch. I was not expecting
those old
that.
Man got that old man hands on you. Like there's a hobo across the street. I don't see him do anything but read the book. And sometimes he comes up to me like, "How's it going?" He's like, "How's it going, comedian?" And he's like one of those. He caved a hole in my goddamn chest. Like I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but apparently the wood in those Black and Miles he's smoking has got to like weighs 18 pounds.
Oh, dude, it's that meth strength or homeless dude strength. Dude, you see those wiry little skinny dudes that you think that they have nothing on you, but they've got their ass kicked so many times, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, at least for me, I was 6'3" and like 300 pounds, so not too many people wanted to fight me. I could put a menacing figure on people like, dude, you really want to fucking do this, dude? I'm about to demolish you, bro. So I didn't get all that much shit. But, dude, I remember that movie Road Trip?
Yeah, I do.
When the little wrestler jumped on top of the thing, I was like, yeah, I'm never fighting a short guy in my fucking life. When I saw that dude jump up, take his, I'm a flare. I'm like, yeah, no, I need to think about who I'm getting a fight with and shit, because I am not doing that shit for sure.
You make tons of sense because it's a big guy same way, 6'2". So my move is grab collar with left hand, beat with right hand till you fall down, and then I win.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. So, but if you're fast and I don't get this one. Or if you fought more than twice before, and like I may hit you really hard, or you already took this off, and you look at me and you ate it, I'm like, oh, baby, hold my wallet. I think I'm gonna be folded up like lawn chair today.
Right? And then we're growing. Like I had a homeboy, and he was like this one hitter quitter dude. Somebody would like start talking shit, and just all of a sudden just like throw this right cross out of nowhere, dude. And he was my roommate for a minute. We were walking inside or doing something, and he brought up something about fight. I was like, dude, I've already got a plan to fight you, dude. He's like, that's messed up. I was like, well, no, we're men. Like, what if we get in disagreement and we get in a fight sometime? I've seen you knock people the fuck out. But guess what? I've also seen you not be able to do? Walk up the stairs to the attic or get underneath your bed to get something. So I'm gonna fucking chop you off at the knees, bitch. I'm just letting you know. If me and you ever get into it, I'm gonna fucking chop you off at the knees. Just letting you know. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna sit there and like try to chit chat with you for 20 minutes while you like then right. Cause dude, I've seen like people have taken videos. This just whoosh, wicked right cross, and dude's just laid out after that. Not gonna be me, motherfucker. I know that for sure.
Nope. My cousin said the same thing. Big guys around him. He looked at me and one of his bigger friends. He's like, "You guys all talk this stuff like fight, but I already know what I'm going to do. As soon as we're going to go, I'm going to hit you as hard as I can in your stomach, and you're done." And I thought about it. I was like, that motherfucker.
Yep.
He got the fucking secret cheat code right there. You hit someone, especially if you're not really into fighting, you have it tensed up. A real hit in the gut, that's gonna
lose your breath, dude. Yeah, dude, I fell over the other day. Like, I fell down on the ground. We're in a new place, and I fell into like our brick like fireplace. And my back hit, dude. The wind got knocked out of me, bro. I had the wind knocked out of me and felt like 20, 30 years, it feels like. I was in there. My sons were like, you all right? And I was like, yeah, just can't breathe. Give me a minute, dude. Give me just a minute. Like, ain't shit you can do, bitch. Leave me alone. But dude,
start acting like you did when you fell off your bike. You start, where's my bike? I didn't get out of the road.
Right.
I'm 30 now. I'm 37.
I'm a goddamn man.
This just hurts.
My God.
Yeah, dude, I feel you, dude. I feel you 100%. Right now, I'm at, I have to lose weight because my knees tell me to. And I live in a house with stairs. And right now, I'm like, there's days where I'm like, I don't need to shower or change. I'll just take a Febreze bath down. Because I ain't walking up those fucking stairs. There ain't nothing up there. Right. So I'll just live on the first floor. And hey, that Febreze works for the dog, the couch. Why not? Put a little on the clothes. It's not some of my proudest moment, but I'm not going up.
I'm sure Helen just loves every moment with you, man. I feel like we need to start a GoFundMe for Helen. Like, goddamn.
Well, what I do now is I get some of that pineapple tropical citrus. I put it behind the ear and it makes her think it's the Bahamas. Plus, I taste like that coconut.
Really? See, that's exactly
like so much.
That's exactly how my cousin sounds, dude. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God.
Everyone knows a guy that, hey, you know a guy like this sounds kind of like this, you know?
Yeah, because you don't typically sound, and he doesn't have a very feminine voice. He just has a very light, airy kind of voice when he says, just like almost like a Bill Joe Tree Southern Gentleman type of thing. Hey there, guys, how you doing? And you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Just heighten up the charm a little bit.
Right, there you go.
And then I love let me get the static. I don't want to blow your speakers up, but yeah, you gotta scream at Helen because Helen's got that inbred ears too. She is your second.
Poor fucking Helen, dude. Let's start a GoFundMe for Helen, dude. Let's try to get Helen fucking a safe life, dude. Blink twice if you're safe, Helen. I just say it because, dude, when I was a chef at a bar, every time a dude would bring in like a new lady and shit, like a dudes that I know, I'd be like, hey, this is your girl, bro. Blink twice if you're safe. Just tell me. Just let me know.
We all have that one friend, right?
I'm that friend to everybody, dude. I can give two fucks, man. I am.
I used to tell my friends like I was the perfect wingman because everyone, was like, who's going to take the grenade? I didn't care. I was always the guy first to jump on it, like for the group. I'm like, no, like it didn't matter. Oh, this one girl, she's ugly, or I'm already like, give me some cranberry juice and vodka and let me do my work.
Were you a fat kid from day one? Is this always a thing, or like were you skinny when you were younger?
I've never seen my penis ever. I've been.
That's not what I didn't want to go there.
I take the doctor's word for it.
I should have fucking had. That should have been my question. So, have you ever seen your penis in your life? So that would have been that. I need to write that shit down for the next time I interview a fat dude. That just needs to be gone down. Like
I take the priest and doctor's words for it. That's there. And go from there. And I have 2 kids, so I know it works.
It happened. Yeah, like dudes come on to my YouTube live, like, dude, they start talking some shit about me or like saying some shit, and I'm like, dude, I know you. If you go through my lives, there's a kid running around here somewhere that definitely proves that I've had sex at least within 6 years, dude. At least within the last 6 years, I've had sex.
Well, that's a good thing about it. Is you just have to have faith in you. You don't have to see it to know it's there, and it does miracles. So you just have faith that my penis is there, and it works.
I don't even like touching it myself, so I'm glad I can't see. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a fan of it. Like and dude, have we literally ever seen a pretty penis, dude? Like dudes send me dick because I'm a call-in show, dude. Because one of my trolls gave one of the first times I started going live on YouTube and doing this vertical live shit. One of my trolls came in. He's like, I know your phone number. I'm like, you don't know my phone number. 214-62. You motherfucker. You need my phone number. So I was like, well, fuck it. Here's my phone number then, bitch. And so I just gave it out to everybody. So then I got a call-in number because then that just took all the wind out the sails. It was like, fuck it. So it works out perfectly.
Yeah, it's a lot better. I don't mind. Like, if I had a critique about the balls are useless. I just don't see the point. Like right there. And right now they're perfect toddler height. So she just, like, if she just punches them for no fucking reason. She doesn't know what she's doing, but she knows that's how she gets a response out of dad. So it's just like, that doesn't work. I don't like that. That at all. I sit on them on occasion. That shouldn't even be allowed. Like, and now I'm so big. My wife didn't realize this, but your testicles, when you lay on your side, they have to pick a side. They either go front or back. And mine split. They haven't been together for and it's just a horror. I need a dick pillow to sleep. All this because I want to eat 3 cheeseburgers instead of 1. So if I'm telling you anything from this, just eat 1. You'll be fine. You can still go to all the rides at amusement parks. I went last week, ruined a whole family's vacation. Because, I had 3 workers trying to shove my fucking titties in the Batman.
Dude,
and what they really need is Batman.
Bitch. I'm Batman, bitch. Don't be shoving your titties into me, bro. That's not cool, dude. That's not cool. No,
well.
I mean, you can't. Some shit might happen, though. Helen might get upset about it. Helen might.
Well, you weren't the only one. The Ride, Batman, even fucking Robin was a little offended because I got kicked off quicker than shit.
Right?
And
I'm done.
That's what amusement park rides are the last measurement of fat people. It's like everywhere else has extenders or bigger seats. Yeah. The Mr. Freeze can't do that. You'll die. So your fat ass will die. So you literally, if you eat too much, you can't have fun like normal people anymore. You have to just enjoy the shows and the food.
I don't like roller coasters, man. So I enjoy my fatness there. I don't do that shit, man. Like I feel like every girl I've ever been with has been all into roller coasters. Just like, I will, bitch. I was like, I'll be waiting right here for you. Like, dude, when they first opened the Batman ride in Texas, dude, the Batman, I think it was Joker's Revenge, dude. I got in the line for the ride, and I walked all the way through the line for the ride so I could see all the Batman pictures and all the cool little comic book stuff in there. I got to the front of the line. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I took shit the entire walk back. I didn't give 2 fucks. Everyone's like, you going back? I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that shit, dude. Like, why'd you come in here? I was like, because I wanted to see all this, bro. This is the whole point of that. I give 2 fucks about the Batman Joker's Revenge shit. But this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the comic book dumb shit.
Yeah, it's always fun. I just don't like water rides, and that's the one thing I used to love the roller coasters, but like any water rides or even the tubes, oh, dude, claustrophobia. I can't do that stuff.
I'm telling no water rides for me because how many times have I walked away from a park like with my thighs just fucking red from the wetness rubbing together. That is the worst ever. Like, and so finally I was like, oh, you just need to wear like basketball shorts or something. It's because I'm wearing these stupid jeans or like shorts or some shit that's just like just my fatty thighs just rubbing and like so chapped and so it was I remember walking out of the park like legs outstretched and shit. But luckily I was never the only one walking out with their legs widened out because their fucking shit hurt so much.
Yeah, everyone back in the day had the jean short cut off swimming area. It's like, what's the worst that could happen? 3 p.m. It's like, oh my God. You're walking like John Wayne. Like, oh God.
Right?
I started a small kindling fire in my groin. I don't know how it started.
And it's really
and you
bad.
feel the heat.
When you're a fat dude.
Sunburnt on your shoulders, but you got blisters down there and they're roasting hot dogs.
Yeah.
Because you just started. Yeah, I did. It gets so hot. I'm sure it gets hot down there. It gets hot everywhere, but like I have to go powder, but then it gets so hot the powder doesn't work. It looks like a busted can of like you leave biscuits out too long. That's what it looks down like every August. Like thank God my wife loves fucking waffles and like pancakes, or she can get down there with all the yeast and maple syrup. But
all right, our GoFundMe for Helen is set up right now, guys. No, I'm good.
Helen knows a good way to sop up those taters.
Poor fucking Helen, man. Poor fucking Helen. Biscuits and shit.
We wash our sheets regularly. If you're asking, if you're wondering, we do. We use Purex.
I'm pretty
the
sure
only
she
American
does.
brand.
She might wash it daily. I feel like when you use that voice, I'm like, yeah, she washes those sheets all
Well,
the
we
time.
wash it daily because of all the biscuit trails and everything, but also we have a skin disorder.
Skin disorders happen.
They call it aggressive psoriasis, but skin flakes is what brings us together, I think.
Dude, I'm actually interviewing a comedian that I met up this thing that he was on Dr. Oz because him, his wife, and his daughter all have psoriasis.
Wow.
He was on Dr.
I feel bad for the dang.
Don't feel bad. I'm just saying, like, when he said that, I was like, holy shit. Like, I didn't even, like, but he says he has it, like, bad, where, like, flaky skin and shit like that and everything that goes up. He literally, like, one of his...
Is he a comic?
Yeah, he's Feldman.
Wow.
Ethan Feldman.
Okay, well, see, that's crazy to me because a real comic wouldn't let his wife and daughter have the same credit as him.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'll tell you right now, if Dr. Oz calls me, I'm like, no, you can't have my family. I'm the only one getting that credit. I'm the one going on tour, not Martha Feldman.
But then
Helen ain't going nowhere.
But then it does kind of prove that people do like us and you have had sex. Because this guy was a short dude. Me and you aren't the prettiest guys ever. So it does kind of like, hey, there is something that shows somebody did have sex with me at some point, guys. Something happened. Shit happened, you know what I'm saying?
That's what he was. Hey, I have. But did that using your theory? Like maybe he brought them on the show subconsciously. Look,
they asked for it. They contacted him. He got a call from Dr. Oz because he got a call from one of his comedian buddies that worked for Dr. Oz, and he said, "Hey, Dr. Oz is actually trying to get people that have psoriasis. You should talk to him." And then when he was talking to him, he's like, "Yeah, I got psoriasis. My wife and my daughter both have psoriasis. It's something that we have to deal with." And she was like, "Would y'all all like to come on?" And he was like, "Yeah, I guess. Fuck, Dr. Oz is a fucking huge platform to be on."
Right, yeah, might well.
But he was not. Well, but from what I understand, he wasn't he wasn't trying to be funny on the show. He was like, he said he was a comedian, but he wasn't trying to like do his jokes or anything. But I did. Right. But I do have to like I said, dude. Like we talked about before. Like I've watched a lot of interviews that comedians that don't have a huge following that talk to people, and I just really feel like they're really bad interviews, my man. Like it's just that's.
Well, a lot of us are just. Well, to him, it threw me. You say all this, it threw me for a fucking loop. Because most people, like, if they have psoriasis or they're fat, they go on national television subconsciously like, look, I fucked and I have an offspring. But what he just did was just validate all our fears. Hey, I got psoriasis, and only other women with psoriasis will fucking touch me. And I only produce other psoriasis. Like it's like, ah, shit, that backfired on him. It didn't
There's
really
something
work.
out there for all of us, though. I mean, there's always something out there. I mean, all you gotta do is
That's
like,
true.
what if that was like
Like-
on their dating profile app or something like that? Like we both had like they both, oh, she has psoriasis and so do I. That's cool. Like you don't have to worry. Or what if like you could click, I have dandruff or some shit, or like I have micro penis. Like what if you could just put that out there to where the women know, like to start out with? Because like real talk, dude, I swiping Tinder. This is how I swipe Tinder. All right, all right, all right, all right, and then I decide later if I like the woman or not. Because why am I gonna spend? Why am I gonna spend an hour?
You're playing all offense, no defense.
Well, yeah, because I'm gonna spend an hour like, oh, I like her, and then she never chats you back. Oh, she's beautiful, but then you like actually talk to some women that are real women and maybe have a good personality or something. Because I'm not, dude. I'll take, like you said, I'll jump on all the grenades, dude. Especially being a fat. That's why I asked you if you were a fat dude. Because to me, word of mouth was way like he might not look like much, but he's actually pretty good at this shit. So maybe you should like that. I'll jump on that grenade, bro. I'll do shit like that, but it's just nuts, dude. It's just nuts. So how long have you been doing stand-up? Because I believe I saw something. You've been doing it almost 10. I think in your bio it said 6, but I thought you said I thought I heard you say 10.
My bio on my website needs to be updated. I am starting my 10th year in 2025. Well, I mean, finishing my 10th year in 2025, starting 11th.
Nice.
I produced over, I had to recount. I independently do my show, so I produced over like 500 bar shows, theater, one bowling alley, and one nursing home. I basically, if you pay me, I'll bring myself and my comedy troupe to talk about our penis. And it's a common joke. We don't talk about our penis.
I was just about to ask you how many penis jokes do you have? Because I have three pretty good ones right now at this moment that I'm trying to hold on to. So
what'd you say?
I have 3 pretty good penis jokes. I'm not trying to yell out at you, so I'm trying to find out how many good penis jokes you have.
Oh, I do I circumvent my penis by calling it a fupa, and how I'm eating cheeseburgers and turning myself into a Ken doll because my overweightness is taken inch by inch. Like I don't need gender reassignment surgery. 2 more Big Macs will probably finish the job.
It's just sucking inside. It's just
yeah, and you'll be like, well, don't you have a penis? And my mom always told me you gotta call a spade, and when you got a dick like mine, it's a fucking pussy. So I gotta spread out the pussy area.
That's pretty funny.
So that's kind of where I try to circle, because everyone's gonna say, oh, it's smaller. I go straight Ken doll, like, and don't even do that. Like and for all intents and purposes, I'm married. So at this show, I am a Ken doll. Like right. If you're a chick, you're a plant. And
it's really all on her. I feel bad for, like, from my vision, I feel bad for you, sweetheart. Like that's like when it comes
we love
to
to scissor on Thursdays. We call it Scissor Me Timber Thursdays, and we have a good time. We just get down.
Oh my God. One of the women that hit me up from that thing where I met you, she was an older comic. She just turned 65. She's been doing comedy for 5 years, and she's a lesbian woman. And one of her jokes was, "I don't scissor anymore. My scissors have been dull for 25 years." And then she described her vagina as a busted tuna can.
Oh.
That's how she described it. I was just like right. And then she started talking about her dumbass kids. And I mean, so her dumbass kids are probably my age. Her dumbass kids are probably my age. We haven't got anything locked down, but she might have, out of everybody's comedy that I watched, she might have made me laugh out loud the hardest, dude. When she said that shit about her busted tuna can and her scissors have been dull for 25 years, I literally laughed out loud on that shit.
She's the safety scissors.
That's exactly what she said. I'm almost sure that's what she said.
Wow. Dude.
I'm almost like when she said it. I mean, it wasn't like, for some things I've chuckled and I've laughed at other people's stuff. I laughed at your stuff, but this lady made me guffaw at that busted tuna can. I was just like, oh my God, I can see it right now.
That's the good shit. That's the good shit, right?
It's really good.
I mean, good joke wise. I don't know about.
I know you like busted tuna. We can tell you like busted tuna cans, dude.
Well, I heard busted cans are half off, so half price anyway.
Helen with the busted tuna cans and you with the biscuits. Y'all make quite a pair, bro. Quite a pair.
I don't know if that's a good supper. That's not a southern delicacy. Tuna and biscuits together again.
One of my jokes is my balls are like they bungee jump every time I take my pants off, my underwear. Like it seems like every time I almost have to like a hop up because my balls want to hit the floor. They're very long at this age. Very long at this age. Or my son, like, you know, all boys at 5, 6, they're enthralled with their penises. And so I'm like, and when they're that young, you got to give him a bath. I'm bathing him, making sure he's cool and everything. And the dude just keeps playing with his dick. I'm like, hey, bro, could you, like, not do that until after I'm done doing all this? And, like, the entire time he just see it on side, he's just, and, like, I'm sitting there, like, drying him up. I was like, it's really hurting you not to touch your penis right now, isn't it, dude? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, man, you can touch your penis for a second. Go ahead, dude. And, like, real quick, I pull his underwear out. But he got such, like, 2 seconds to make himself feel better. But you just see, like, he's holding his shit back. Dude,
well, that's manhood, man. Most of the time, it's you got to resist touching your penis.
Well, not when it's right in your dad's face, bro. That's the biggest. Like, come on, dude, you're right here, my guy. I'm drying you off and getting like, dude, you don't. When you do all this by yourself, touch as much as you do.
I love. He didn't even turn around and give you a back look. He was just. No, man. That's how it is when you're.
But I am awkward, especially around male nudity, dude. I don't know, like, I mean, I've been in locker rooms, I deal with that, but when I was like 11 years old, I was staying at my dad's house for the weekend, and my dad was a big piece of shit. I didn't see him that often. So I'm staying at his house for the weekend, I'm having a tummy ache. I go into his room like, hey, Dad, my stomach's really hurting. Can you help me out? I hear, I don't really know what the fuck he said. But I go back to the bathroom and start taking a shit. It wasn't a big deal. You understand? I was just had diarrhea, and I told my father I only had diarrhea. Why the fuck couldn't this dude put his fucking boxers on before he came into my bathroom? I'm on the toilet and his dick's like right here in my face. And he's trying to, I'm like, I got this, bro. I'll call my mommy, bro. Just you go back to bed, you mother. Put your dick away, my guy.
Yeah, I don't. The early 90s were weird, man. Weird. Like, it is. I had to stand. I had a stepdad, too. It's like, sometimes you do something wrong. It's like, you had time to put on fucking shorts.
Well, right,
you
dude.
know
like,
you did.
You're my real dad. I don't really want to know what your penis looks like, dude. I'm sorry. Like, even at 11 years old, I'm like, something's going. What's wrong with you, my man? I should not. And I thank the sweet Lord above that I cannot remember my mommy naked. I might have seen her naked when I was like under 5. I can't remember it all, though. But I can remember that. I can remember that motherfucker's penis. And I had no relationship with that bitch at all. Why can I remember your dick, bitch? Hate that shit.
It's the worst when you're like older and you're looking at, so my stepdad had HPV. That's why it looked like that.
Oh man, how many? So she remarried 5 times while you were a kid, or was that?
We went through. It's actually she's on her 5th marriage now. So what she did was she married 3 Eds in a row, and her nickname was Eddie, and they called me Special Ed Griffin.
Wait. She married 3 dudes named Ed, and her name was Eddie?
Edward. Edward Brubaker, Edward Fitzgerald, Edward Whitlow.
And none of these guys ever said, do you only fuck dudes named Edward? Do I have to, watch?
I have a theory that it was just easier for my mom because she had a thigh tattoo that had Ed on there. Because that's when you idolize Stockard Channing from Grease, apparently you just have to have jailhouse blue ink tattoos on you. So, yeah, she had Ed, so I just figured... Man. She just limited herself from there. She's like, well, I only can look for another Eds.
Your fucking reference just showed both of us our fucking age.
I know.
The fact that I knew what the fuck you were talking about is bad, bro. That was so bad. I can visualize
it was a fucking swing.
Fucking Rizzo in my head right there, dude. I knew your mom. As soon as you said that, I was like, I know your mom, bro.
Yeah,
I know your mom. Man, that's bad, bro. That's bad.
So she finally broke the streak and married a Greg, and now I think she married a Mike now. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while. But yeah, she went on a streak of nothing ever seen or heard before. So much mustache.
I don't think I've met 3 Eds all my life as it goes. I can't think of 3 Eds. I met 2 Eds for sure, but I can't think of a 3rd Ed, but not anything memorable at least.
Well, see, when you have an Ed tattoo, you have to find him. I guess that's
right. Dude, that's right now on my YouTube. I'm selling off space on my thigh. I will put your name on my thigh and put a sexy paw print by it or some shit. Like, 'cause nobody's gonna see these thighs other than fucking you. I don't go out there like wearing like bike shorts or Daisy Dukes or some shit. So, you give me $100 and you pay for the fucking tattoo. Yeah, I'll put your name on my thigh, bitch. Fuck it.
Nice. I like that though. Why not?
Well, dude, I also like I wanted to get because as you see, I got Thug Life tattooed on my belly, like just because of Pineapple Express. Every time Danny McBride goes Thug Life, every time I do something gangster, I think Thug Life. So I just and then I had my daughter draw it in Simpsons lettering. Like this is literally my daughter's drawing on my tummy that says Thug Life, and I had this Mexican dude do it that did not speak a word.
There it is. So that's the Guitar Hero guitar.
Nice.
It's my only tattoo. I have the red Guitar Hero because back in 2006, I was 19. I don't know, fucking dumb.
I'm about to say, back in 2006, you just didn't like pussy or something? Like, what happened back then?
Well, I did, but the pussy didn't like me. I was still trying to figure out that equation.
That Guitar Hero did not help.
I was me with my laptop in my own room doing studying to figure it out. And I finally got it, but at that time, there's a lot of Guitar Hero because it's no ladies. So I was like, man, I'm going to get a tattoo, Guitar Hero. That train's never going to get derailed. Nope. I better spend all my money on that.
That's a big ass tattoo. How much did that cost you, dude?
That's the thing. I knew this guy that did tattoos. So $25 in his garage.
Nice. That's how I got the Batman, dude. I think I got $100 in my apartment bedroom, and I'm like standing up the entire time, like just fucking, and that shit hurts, bro. Like that, it feels like those fucking.
I imagine right there.
Yeah, it feels like those videos where like people get safety pinned by their skin and they like pull themselves up. That's how I swear to God, it felt like that dude was fucking just digging into me and pulling it away, dude. But 30 years old, I had to get Batman on my chest, dude. But I do also have like Paul Blart, I have the Loch Ness Monster tramp stamp.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Well, yeah, I was sitting next to my daughter. I remember like watching that movie with her. I'm like, that will be mine. That will be mine. And like 2 years ago. And I also have the chef from South Park on the back of my leg. And I wanted to get it full color. Like I wanted it to be colored in black. I wanted full everything color. And the woman that was doing it, she did the the pants are blue, the shirt's red, the chef's in black. Not his skin color. She gets everything done but his skin color. And then she's like, "You sure you want me to fill him in?" I was like, "Well, I don't know. Let me see it." I look at it, and me and Chef look exactly alike if he's white, pale skin like me, dude. So I thought, okay, that's perfect. That's the joke.
That's better, yeah.
I think she was saving me from putting blackface on the back of my leg for the rest of my life.
Yeah, she's, that's just a good tattoo artist. She's subtly nudging you.
I think, and she was this, and I had that done. She was this lesbian woman that did tattoos at her house, another $100. And she's, I swear to God, like she's sitting there doing it, and I did not. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I look just like him." No, I could have been. And people notice this tattoo all the time when I'm wearing shorts. Like, is that Chef on the back of your leg? I can't imagine the first time someone would be like, "Is that blackface on the back of your leg, sir?" Well, it's not. I mean, that's not my face, but that's, I guess, brown ink on the back of my. I'm not sure I can explain this properly to you. You know, I feel like I'm getting myself in more trouble here. You're asking me questions that. This was a funny joke in like fucking like 2004 or 5 or 6, I forget what year, but we definitely weren't getting in that much trouble yet. I know that. When I decided to do this, people weren't getting canceled yet. I know that.
No, and honestly, I just don't know if that's blackface. It's a character on you, So but I guarantee you someone will trip themselves to be offended. So
dude, I got a daughter that gives me shit all the time. She's mixed, and like I swear to God, Black History Month every year she comes up to me and just starts asking for a whole bunch, because I never remember like, oh, it's February 1st, you better do something about it. And then I'll be like, no, I'm not buying you that shit. She's like, but it's Black History Month. You motherfucker. Fine, let's do it. And then like she said something like, what about my reparations? I was like, I think your brother and your brothers and you are my reparations. I'm not for sure. But I think the amount of money that I've just folded out to help y'all out, that might have been my reparations. I'm just saying, sweetheart. I'm not for sure if that works. I don't know how much a mule would cost now, but this is what you get. So enjoy it.
It works. I think it probably, man. You got me on the spot about it. I don't know. But no, like if I was a father, yeah, that I'd totally say that about my son right now. Like, not the reparations part.
Well, no, I mean, yeah. And I don't say it's because she hit me or she thinks it's fun. I mean, but we have that kind of relationship where she
No, that makes
But
sense.
no, I'm just saying, like, she gives me all kinds of, like, just terror. Like, I'll walk in and say something. 'Cause, I mean, look at me, dude. I definitely look like the worst dude ever. So she just gives me constant shit, and she might be one of the funniest people I know. She is low key so damn funny. She says some shit that just makes me fucking belly laugh, dude. I'm just like, where do you come up with that shit, girl? Like, what do you do? Oh my god, you should be a comedian.
Yeah, my whole family's funnier than me, but I don't have the ego to let them do comedy. I was like, I'll take your fucking legs.
Right?
I'm the only funny one. I'll be honest, I can't let my wife go in there and be a better headliner than me. That would kill me. And once my son, once he can move out, I'll be his manager. So he could have only done it with my help. So I'd still vicariously live through him. But yeah, I started comedy for petty reasons. A lot of people said, you'll never do it. And I was like, I'll fucking do it. Right. I'll show you. Right. It took till I was 27 and homeless to get there.
Dude, you need that push, dude. You need the push to fucking do it, dude. I always wish, because I was a chef when I was younger, and everybody was like, oh, you're so funny. You should do stand-up comedy. I was like, yeah, people say that, but I feel like my funny is more conversational. I feel like I'm hilarious just talking to people, but I'm not that funny up in front of people. So it took me like working out the jokes and just writing everything out and doing all that dumb shit. It's like a writing game. You just keep writing and writing and writing. And it's almost like stream of consciousness. You're not writing out your whole act, but you're just writing out your jokes to where you can remember them and you can say them like word for word. Like, dude, I do the same jokes, same comedy, like 2 or 3 times a week on my TikTok, on my YouTube, anything, just to like talk about it. Just keep working it out. Because once you get in front of people, you don't want to be fucking stumbling over your shit. And I'm not going, I hate people that go up there with fucking cards. Like, oh, let me check this show. Let me do, no, dude, that's not what this is, dude. You got to get your, like, I'm fucking stupid. I'm trying to remember it. So your bright ass should definitely remember this shit.
I've done close to 90 minutes, and it's always the memorization and the timing of the beats. Like, and when you're free flowing, especially at bars, keeping your time may be not the most important thing. Is flows and vibes, because they're all freaking out. You're just trying to catch everyone's attention in some of the things when they're not in there. But I agree 100%. I hate when people's like, hey, I ran out of jokes. You tell me something. Or, hey, I think of something funny earlier. Let me bring out my phone. Fuck off. Bring it ready for the show or all that. I even did that at open mics when I was starting out too. I just figured I treated every show like it was the show. And it seemed to work out a little bit. I now do the self-producing. I call places. I have my own rig, so that's where I kind of do. I got a family. I can't be at a club as much as they want me to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I can't look at my wife and go, oh, I can't hang out. I can't change the baby's diaper tonight. I gotta go to the club and not make money and spend $50, $100 because of my dream. It's just, if I was younger, cool, but I'm at a different place in my life right now. Right. So that's where it's kind of what we call it, because a lot of my friends are comics too. We all travel together. We call it killing the void. We're killing out in the void. It's just the darkness. Sometimes there's 6 people or 30 people. Mostly we're doing great shows and people, and sometimes they remember a name or not, but that's where our validation lies. Of course, we want to get famous and all that, but look at me. I make flyers, and I wouldn't put this face on a flyer. So, I totally understand. But also, I think I've worked with enough people where you're gonna see some people here real soon that I think are gonna blow up, and they've been through your area in Texas, through Illinois, and all this shit. And I think comedy's going through another boom. I think that's what's the great thing shit about it. And comedy used to be cancel culture or whatever had its run, but now it's independent. You can do comedy anywhere.
Oh yeah, and it's almost cancel culture doesn't matter, especially with shit that I do or shit that who's gonna cancel you from your podcast or cancel you from your shit? You know what I mean? And even if you're only talking to 6 people, like how many times have you kept 6 people's attention and made even 3 of those 6 people laugh? That's a big damn deal. Like if you, like I have said shit to one woman on her own trying to hit on her, then dead fucking silence. That is so much worse than fucking 12 people not laughing. That one woman just looking at me in my eyes, deadpan, like, yeah, that's not funny at all, bro.
Well, see, that's once you realize that the true pain of life just doesn't even like outweighs bombing, then it really doesn't matter. You're just going up there, it didn't work this time, we'll go back to it.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt when you're in the beginning, you're learning to fucking cry, but like, you've had life experiences. You know, like, they didn't like my pinky toe joke. Really doesn't hurt you as much as, man, I got sick and I'm 3 days short on my check and I need to make a card payment. Yep. See, that's real drama. Like, once you put that in perspective, like our buddies, when we're going, like we all got real trouble at the house. What if our jokes doesn't land or something? We're like, next week. You know, it's not like we don't care. But we're trying the best we can and moving on. Not every comic, even at the pro level, is fucking hitting bangers every time. Dude,
even pros fucking they bomb all the time, dude, because you're gonna catch people on shitty nights. You're gonna have a shitty night, but even on those shitty nights, you might find a way to a joke that you never heard before. Like one of my best things I was getting, my third or fourth open mic, I forget which it was. No, this was my first open mic. Like you go up there for like, you do 5 minutes and then they get 3 minutes to heckle you. And then after the next comic goes up, you do like this comic battle thing, which I also hate. We're not all fucking Eminem. I don't like that shit. I don't mind roasting you and going back and forth and like doing that. But I don't want to like I don't know anything about you, bro. I don't want to like, I'm fat, you're ugly. Let's do it. You know what I mean? But
I after the story, I'll talk more about it because I have a big opinion about those shows.
Well, and then the show went all right. I got a couple chuckles. I got a couple laughs. It was my first time on stage. But then we're sitting there, and then just like you said, like what the fuck happened to Fred Durst? Somebody said that up to me on stage. I was like, I don't know if you don't know this. I'm actually not Fred Durst. This is just what happens when you do it all for the nookie. You probably didn't do it all for the nookie, did you, sir? And that was the biggest laugh I got all night. I was like, oh shit, that's a new joke. I need to put that in my shit. And it's just like when you're working shit out and you're trying shit, you don't know what's going to work or you might bomb, but some new might click and you might have heard that one laugh. Like, I've never heard that before. Let me try that and hit that mark a little bit harder.
Well, see, I love that because of what a lot of people saw, I called it last year, the Matt Rife effect. How everyone's like, crowd work. They didn't realize the crowd work you're seeing isn't really spontaneous. He's worked that out because everyone likes to think what I say, heckling or out loud, is so unique. No, you're all the same. You kind of all say the same shit. So you can actually practice crowd work on the different crowds, but same material. That's what he did. Oh, yeah. He was still doing the art of comedy and doing it the right way. So when people wanted to recreate that moment, they didn't realize there was about 50 hours of work to get that moment. You know, and that's why I hate roast. You brought it up there. Roast battles, all comics, my level. If you haven't been on TV, I'm here to tell you, no one gives a fuck.
Right.
Stop roasting each other. No one cares. The only reason roasts work like Tom Brady, because we all know who fucking Tom Brady is. Mm-hmm. We know about his life. And the people roasting him, we all know who those people are. So that's why all those jokes work. If they don't know who I am, that's why it all comes off. You're fat. Your teeth are crooked.
Right.
It becomes very fucking not transformative at all. Something that 1,000 other people are doing, and you're going to get lost. There's just no. I hate those shows because it just feels like two comics jerking off to each other for 3 minutes. Like, I can beat harder, and then they beat. Like it makes no sense to me, and it serves nobody but them. And that's from a producer's hat. Like I've actually put on a show. It's great, but if you have the people that actually know the comics in the local scene and they're filled up, it could possibly work. But that's the only way, I think.
Are you okay? Because I understand, Matt Rife's crowd work, like you said, it's not just like spontaneous type of shit. But do you enjoy crowd? Because I don't mind like a little bit of crowd. I like crowd work. I definitely don't want to watch a whole show that's just nothing but crowd work. Because I do like some crowd. I don't mind it like when somebody's going back and forth, but I don't want to just hear their entire show be like, oh, so where are you from? Oh, you look stupid. We're not all Don Rickles, bro.
Well, see, I've seen. There's a guy I'm going to shout out, Kyle Fields.
All right.
He does. I've seen over 6 hours of his stand-up because I book of high quality book shows. I've seen him repeat the same joke 4 times, and that's all. That's it. Everything else is new material, crowd work, or all this. And he's awesome.
Right.
You can tell he's really good. In other cases, I see people getting good, but what I also will say is I like what you said. Keep your standard set just great. You never want to depend on being funny about the crowd because sometimes you'll hit some boring ass fucking crowds
that don't give you nothing. They won't give you nothing.
Nothing. And they may just say, "You suck."
Right.
You're like, "Sir, what?" And that's it. And you get nothing else.
And anytime you try to do any crowd work, they just fucking. It's almost like they're sticking like their finger in your fucking ear, like giving you a wet willy while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because they won't give you nothing back. You're basically just picking them off, and not knowing who you're. You know what I mean? And I get that.
I was raised the old school way of you hit them hard with the joke and you shut them up. You can't do that anymore. Sometimes people get real offended, and then or they're like, you hit them real hard. Now they're offended. They feel even more entitled to talk. So now it's almost you have to do the Met Rife, where Adam Ray is really good at it.
Yeah.
You see, where you're friends with them. So when you go, hey, seriously, shut the fuck up, and everyone gets a laugh, they really do it because they want to, because they like you. Comedy has now turned into not being so much about the edgy punchlines, which are still there, and there's nothing wrong with them, but more being likable.
Right.
You know, and that's changing too. But you can see, like, even where the edgy comics will still be like, hey, you need to like me at the end. You know,
right.
And it wasn't so much like Carlin didn't care if you liked him at the end. He was saying the shit, you laughed. Pryor didn't give a fuck if you laughed. He said his observation was different. So that's where it's kind of, in my opinion, I'm not the guru of comedy or anything. It's just what I'm seeing through my experiences and shit.
Right, but I don't know if Carlin did any, but I know Pryor would do some crowd work every now and then, but he used it as like, and I like crowd work. When I say, I like crowd work like when you get some grief back. When you get a little heckler or somebody fucking with you, and then you shut them down. I don't like it when it's all opened up, and I feel like you're opening up a can of worms and inviting them to heckle and say, I just don't like that invite. I'm okay with heckling. I'll hit you back up. I have no problem with that, but I just don't want to invite all that crap. I don't want to do that thing where the whole show becomes that thing. Because then everybody that comes after you thinks, like, okay, well, it's okay if we do this now. No, it's not. That was them.
You've actually unlocked something in my head. Yeah, if you're going to do crowd work, even if you're going to insult them, I think you have to be somewhat likable still at this thing because you are interacting. If you hit them hard, you get offended and some other people, and sometimes rightfully so. You shouldn't hit people that hard sometimes. They're coming to pay you, to see you. So automatically that's kind of cool. You know, unless they cross the line, you shouldn't, because that's something I had to learn growing up in comedy. It's because someone's like, as I said before, you suck. I was like, yeah, why don't you get my fucking dick out of your mouth? And where I was like, I'd be real hard to the point, and sometimes it came off cool. So now you learn dealing with crowd work, how to smooth it over and get it to control. I guess that's what we're all talking about. Perfect crowd work is controlling the crowd. They think they have control, but your questions are leading into what you want to lead, and you're fucking just being an orchestra out there. And why it's so awesome, you're not only making a personalized moment, but a personalized moment for the whole crowd and anyone watching it, because that moment's only going to be for that person at that time. So I fucking love crowd work. I just wish I was better at it. And which is some of the situations. I'm still learning the craft. I have sometimes the likability of fucking Paul Heyman from wrestling.
Like the wrestling rep, dude. You know. I know who Paul Heyman. I said I host a wrestling show on Friday nights. It's called Last WWE Tonight. We're gonna have to have you come on at one time. You can hang out with me and my co-host Mecca. Even though, I mean, I like Mecca, but sometimes he'd be saying some shit that I feel like if I knew him in real life, like we were right next to each other, I'd probably punch him in his mouth sometimes. But he's a good guy.
I'll tell you, wrestling, I have hard stance, what I like and don't like, and other. But I don't also like, oh, you like that?
I'm just gonna guess that are you a Colt the Cornette fan?
I'm a Call the Cornet fan.
See, we can kind of spell our own because that's like this young dude that I do this shit with. Because I'm old school, man. Like I would pay for the network like once a year around WrestleMania, maybe watch WrestleMania and then catch up on all the documentaries. Then they moved over to Peacock. It's like, well, I already paid for Peacock, so cool, fuck it, who cares? And then this Cody Rhodes, The Rock shit happened, and me and my podcast partner, like I had interviewed him once like this, and he interviewed me once like this, and I knew that he liked wrestling, and this shit started happening. I was like, dude, I think I want to talk wrestling with somebody, bro. I don't know anybody else to talk this shit with, dude. So maybe we should like do that, man. And so we started doing a podcast, and once a week we talk wrestling, man. So
I love it. Oh, I'll tell you just a sneak peek of it. My main gripe with wrestling right now, because it just happened. I think someone, I forget the match. It happened at I think Bound for Glory or NXT over the weekend. But you get someone in like a arm triangle or a submission, and they pass out from the pain. Can we stop fucking doing that? I've watched so much. If you put me in an ankle lock and you start twisting, I'm going to scream because it hurts. And if you break it, I'm going to scream even more, then maybe pass out. Like, can we? Not everyone's fucking Stone Cold from WrestleMania.
I was just about to say
13.
that. It's only cool when Stone Cold did it, and if that's what y'all want, go back to doing the fucking sleeper, bitch.
Stop.
Go
know
back.
what would be real cool?
Sleeper
When you
hole.
put on a fucking arm thing that hurts, the guy taps out and screams bloody fucking murder because it hurts. That'll make the thing seem real and fucking
Dude, whatever they're doing, I gotta give it to Triple H. Whatever's been going on after fucking Vince McMahon shit on somebody's chest. I don't know about all that
100%.
shit, but I'm saying whatever they're doing right now. I mean, it's old school. I like no longer and see, we're getting off on some wrestling fucking shit. So I'm sorry, guys, but fuck y'all. I like the smaller fucking entrance. It makes the wrestlers look big. Those little guys coming out of a fucking huge ass fucking thing. Like, I think I could beat that little thing up out of there. But now you see like Roman Reigns coming out of a little small entrance way. You're like, that dude looks fucking big. But yeah, I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. And Cody Rhodes is doing all right, dude. But again, there's some things I just that what's that LA Knight? Fuck that guy. What? Dude, I swear to God, I was
Dude, it's derailed now because I do not like LA Knight either. I do not get him. I don't get, he comes out, he's basically nostalgia of the promo. He comes out, says the buzzwords, leaves. And his in-ring work is awful. He can't tell a story in the ring to save his fucking ass. I don't care how many times he jumps on the top rope. Stop doing it. You only make it half the time, you know?
What was his name in the promotion before this? SA or Eli?
Eli Drake.
Yeah, so now his name is LA fucking Knight? Oh my God, dude. Like, we couldn't come up with a more dumb fucking name for this guy. Maybe you should have called him Drake Eli. Instead of Eli.
Me, LA Knight is basically the creative character I made when I was 13.
Really?
Everything. The promo, the style, the stupid fucking Ringo glasses, the vest for no reason.
Is he from LA?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, is he, like, because I think of, like, wasn't there a shoe called LA Knights back in the day? Is that what, because that's what I think of.
Yeah, they're the people that couldn't afford the Reeboks. They got the LA Knight.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for calling me out like that, bro. Yeah, I definitely had some LA Knights, bro.
Well, fuck, I bought the Nikes with the backward swoosh that came off a truck that you could buy two for $20.
They fell off the truck. They fell.
Exactly. Bakries is what I got. Not Reeboks, Bakries.
I'm so happy that Roman Reigns is no longer doing acknowledge me. Dude, my kid does that, and I would slap the shit out of him. He does that shit. Like, dude, acknowledge me, motherfucker. I'm your father.
I like what he's doing too. I'll save the rest if you ever want to have me on the rest.
No, definitely. If you definitely want to come on, but we do it on Friday nights. I know you might be a busy guy, dude, but we do it like Friday nights around like 9 o'clock my time. He's on the East Coast, so he's like 10 o'clock his time or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll make some time for it for sure. This is badass. I appreciate you having me on here too.
That's the kind of shit I want to do. I want to give somewhat of a platform to comics like me and you. And I mean, I just lucked into this little file, and all this shit I'm doing, I literally fell into it. I only started it because I'm a retired chef. I got diagnosed with MS in 2017. But I could sit at home and just smoke weed all day, but I didn't want to. I mean, I still smoke weed all day, but I do shit while I'm doing it. You know, like, I like to do shit. Like, I just don't want to sit at home, like, not doing anything. So, and this has been a pretty fun little thing to do, and I like doing the podcast, and I like doing all that shit, dude. And dude, all
I got
else.
one question for you.
Yes,
I have
sir.
to, and I'm sure it's already been said before and all this. The bear. I worked in Applebee's and diner kitchens, and the bear even talked to me in sub-levels.
Oh,
As
yeah.
you said chef, and the way you even touched yourself as the chef jacket means, oh, you know some shit.
Yeah, man, I know, I don't know, like, I've never, like, if I can't do that gastric or anything. I'm not that chef. I'm a good.
None of us are Richard fucking Blaze from fucking Top
this
Chef.
guy named one of my fucking trolls, this Depeche Mode or something. He called me talking shit, called me fat, called me N-word, called me white trash. He's like, I've seen you because I do a cooking show on Monday nights, dude. I do like just a ghetto quick cooking show, dude. Just like, this is what I'm doing. I'm just just something to do, just to add some shit to it. He's like, I've seen you cook. You ain't shit. I was like, well, dude, I got paid for a decade to fucking cook. I ran my own catering business. I worked for my last job was a catering chef that I worked next to like some of the best chefs in Dallas, and I was a low man on the totem pole, dude. My fucking mentor was 65 years old, dude. Fucking dope, man. Fucking dope. But and the bear, dude. I'm telling you, have you ever put potato chips on eggs?
No.
All right, so on the bear, the sous chef makes an omelet for the the sister of the owner, and she put some crumbled sour cream and onion chips on top, and I was like, ooh, that looks good as fuck. So I tried it, and I'm not a big omelet guy. It was okay. But guess what's really fucking good? Plain Lay's potato chips on top of a couple fried eggs. Oh my fucking, no salt needed, just pepper those bitches. Then you got the crunchy potatoes, right? I'm telling you, dude, this is a game changer, dog. You're gonna gain fucking weight, and I apologize for this, but they're fucking good.
No, I'm totally on board because I hate how soggy hash browns are and thick. And this, to me, as a fat guy, if anything, I'm a little bit pissed off I didn't think about it first. So that's why that look on my face.
It's a game changer, bro.
It was self-deprecation and hatred.
I've done it dude, every time I make some eggs, and I'm telling you, put them on, like, break your eggs up, like, get the yolk going and all that shit, get them all broken up, and then put the fucking chips on them. If you do it first and then break it up, your shit's gonna get soggy. But if you put it it's just a crunchy little topping, dude. So,
God damn.
I feel like I could feel myself getting fatter just talking about this.
See, like in my
now,
head, like even if you put like 2 over easy eggs on a bed of like chips, you could do the chip and dip with the yolk too.
Dude, have you ever tried that chiles? Or it's like a Mexican, it's a Spanish dish, or it's a Spanish dish where they put like 3 or 4 fried eggs over like tortilla chips, dude. Like, just put the eggs on, and you just start cracking it all up. You mix it all together, and motherfuckers just eat it, dude. I was like, oh, that kind of sounds good, but I wouldn't because I don't like nachos once they get soggy. Like, I gotta eat that shit real quick. I don't like it once it gets soggy. So I could see those chips getting soggy and me not liking it. Because I'm not, and that, dude, I also eat my cereal separately. I put my milk, I have these to-go bowls, and I put the milk on one side and the cereal on the other side. People on YouTube call me a psychopath because I like crunchy cereal. Why would I? They're like, you get it crunchy if you eat it within 4 minutes. Like, dude, I could set this down for 20 minutes and come back to it. I'm still gonna have crunchy cereal, bitch.
The internet likes to, if anything, you're basically the equivalent to someone that instead of wiping their ass on the toilet stands up. You're just adding another step. The process is still there and it's still great results. You just added another step out of preference.
It does make you feel fat when you're like scooping the cereal out and like slowly dipping it into your milk a little bit and letting it just fill up. You want to give it just a second to where it gets just a slight sog. Now, I mean, there's a whole little fat guy thing going in his fucking mouth. And I'm just like, again, I don't think I've felt more fat in my life than when I do these stupid
My family will eat a big bowl of cereal and won't drink the milk. And then I'm like, you...
Baby's mama does that too. Like, and she like let the kids do that and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm about to start saving y'all's fucking milk. Like, I'm gonna put it in, y'all gonna start doing some of this goddamn milk. Like, I swear to God.
My wife got me. She was like, I don't drink my backwash. And I was like, oh, you do got me on there, but how do you eat your cereal?
Exactly, like I'm about to say, like, how does your, like, I was just thinking that, like,
how much is coming back out?
Is the spittle just coming out your mouth? You can't keep your mouth like some fucking SpongeBob shit going on down there.
Fucking motorboat or fucking Captain Crunch.
I've never heard somebody say that about cereal ever. That's a good. Like, what are you doing? And even if you're like drinking your milk, I mean, this is different than just a glass. I mean, you're almost like tipping it, backing up like that. You almost try to finish the whole bowl of milk. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that I've like set the bowl back down, like not too many times. Like I'm like, gotta dig it. It's like taking a shot. You gotta finish that bitch.
To
Like,
me, it's the reward of you finishing the bowl of cereal. You get to drink the milk. It's some of the best. Sometimes I don't even want to finish the cereal. I just want to drink the milk and leave the cereal just all dehydrated, like a starfish that's out in the sun and not in the ocean. I'll drink the rest of the shit around it, but not the rest of my family. But it's kind of why they don't eat leftovers either. So that's why I'm so big.
and see, me being a chef, I'm not a big fan of leftovers, dude. Because once you cook something, I'm pretty much done with it. Like I didn't want it anymore. So that's what bums me out the most is I'll have these ideas of me wanting to cook something and me not being a professional kitchen. It's really a pain in the ass cooking anything at fucking home. Professional kitchen, it's done. You take your dishes back to the kids, fucking cleaning dishes. You ain't gotta do shit. There's even people taking your trash out for you and shit. It's awesome. Now you gotta do all that shit. You gotta clean up your mess. Fuck that. I hate that so much. I don't want to clean up any messes. I'm terrible at it too.
I cooked at a very basic level. I'm not even comparing it on that. But every time I cooked, the last thing I wanted to do was eat afterwards, to the point when I cook at the house, I'll eat my stuff cold 2 or 3 hours later because I'm just not hungry. Does that affect you too? Like,
yeah.
You cooking all this meal, are you just like 2 hours later heating up a fucking
I'm done with it, dude, because usually when, like, being a chef, you spend a lot of time cooking, but not that much time eating. Like, a lot of people, especially, like, because, dude, I was 300 pounds, like, I've lost, like, maybe 50 pounds or so over the years, so. Yeah, come in. I guess somebody's knocking, my bad. Somebody's, like, hammering on the wall or some shit like that. But dude, once you finish cooking with it, because you send it out the door, it's going to the customers. If you're catering, all that shit's going out. And you're snacking on the entire time. You're tasting, does that taste good? Is that good? You're doing that the whole time. But I'll tell you one of my biggest things is I don't eat vegetables at all. My mom lost that battle when she just didn't have the. I was just more strong-willed than she was. So when I was a chef, I'd have to cook a shit ton of vegetables, and you can't serve shit out there if you haven't seen if it tastes good or not. So I would taste vegetables like you would drink a bottle of wine and you're just swishing around. I'd take a bite of it, I'd make sure there's salt and pepper, it tastes good, it's tender, and then I'd spit it the fuck out. Because if I tried to swallow, I would throw the fuck up, I promise you that.
Well, see, that's a good chef right there. I mean, in my opinion, it's just because you don't like it doesn't mean you're not giving it to the customer. And you took the extra mile by it tasted broccoli, and shit like that. But like, it's not unheard of. You've watched I have a person that I know that just eats mac and cheese. What do I eat? Mac and cheese. That's what I eat. Kraft? I prefer Velveeta. Like,
that's the worst, dude. Oh my god, I hate Velveeta mac and cheese.
It's liquid. I remember when it first came out, my mom, who couldn't cook, she didn't know what salt was until she married Greg, the fourth marriage.
It's a long time ago not knowing salt.
We're fucking, no salt or pepper in the house.
What the fuck was wrong with all these eggs?
Dude, food was rough around there. When garlic powder didn't come into my life till I was 16. I was like, what is these exotic flavors?
Real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just thought about when I said what was wrong with all these eggs. Was the Ed tattoo for her or for them?
I think the first one was for him, but then it just became self-beneficial later on.
Okay. She could have just added like Eddie, like you just add 2 D's and a IE. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, it was for. You're right. It was for a dude because she had a different tattoo for her. Like, God, my mom. But I remember one time when she got her cross tattoo on her arm. My uncle Mike just got out of the state penitentiary, and he learned a new way of tattooing that involved blue ink, cigarette ash, and a needle. And they watched Star Trek: The Next Generation while getting a tattoo, sitting there doing that. And then that's when it dawned on me. I think I was 6, that I'm not going to be like the rest of my family. This is a turning point for me.
I'm literally going to be honest with you, dude. That might be the most white trash thing I've ever heard in my life. Getting a homeschool tattoo with blue ink and cigarette. So you're talking like blue pen ink, right?
Yeah, it's still a lighter blue than what my name's like. Says Tim Lost, that dark blue. It's a little lighter than that. Like a dulled Bic blue ink. That's what it looks like. She got a cross, but the cross is the wrong way to other people. So to her, it looks like she's a saint worshiper. So she's walking around because it's a backward cross, but she did it. She was real. You're lucky I'm talking in complete sentences, in all honesty, that I made it this far in life, because I was raised by her and a bunch of people in like fucking, was it trailer park chemistry fumes. I'm lucky to be here, you know. What's crazy with that, you said it's the most white trash. It was, but that was the best we ever lived to that point, because we were actually in a low-income housing unit at that point, so we were in an actual house.
Right.
We didn't stay there too long. We went back to the trailer park, but at that point, I was like, dude, this is the life. There's actual tile floors here. This is nuts.
Right.
It's like the Jetsons.
We're living it up. Living it up. Yeah, don't feel bad, dude. My dad's side of the family, I mean, they were country white trash for sure, dude. I mean, they were good people, good salt of the earth people, you know. I don't think I meant like I'm just saying like when you tell that story, I'm sure you and your family, I mean, but maybe they are the way that you tell everything now. But I mean, like I'm just like sitting there, I was like, I'm not for sure, like, and just Star Trek: The Next Generation was such a white trash show back in the night. Like it seemed like only white trash people watched it, bro. And I was one of those white trash people. Like,
well, no, it was because it was for people that liked low class sci-fi. You didn't have to think much of it.
And it was syndicated, so it came on all the time. And you
all
had to, like,
the time.
dude, I remember, like, I used to watch it, like, there used to be an hour of it on, like, a night in my neck of the woods. Like, and so, like, for a year, I'd get real into Star Trek: The Next Generation, but then, like, the next year I'd be out of it. Like, I think I've seen enough of this shit.
My mom was weird about TV, and it was one of her shows where I think she liked one of the characters on there. She saw herself in it. So that's why that's the same with Grease and Riz. Like a lot of the things she watched was just her to escape the trailer park. When I realized growing up, it's just what she did at the time. So like Star Trek was her thing, but I didn't mind it. I watched it. I liked Star Trek more than Star Wars, but also when I had a girlfriend, it didn't really matter. I was like,
I got a girl, it's all good. I mean, I like Star Trek, and I mean, I like The Next Generation. I like Star Wars. I mean, I'm a pretty good nerd. I like some nerdy shit.
I got something for you. You said you're a Star Trek. Isn't it kind of fucked up how they beat up on Worf all the fucking time? Like, it's like to show the enemy was big, they had to beat up on someone. So they only beat up on the head of security, who was supposed to be the toughest guy on the ship. But after the 6th time of him getting his ass kicked by one punch from Q, they're like, maybe this whole ship is a bunch of pussies and leotards.
That might be.
I would at least set my fucking stunner to kill or main instead of stun all the fucking time. That's just my only critique.
I feel like that's the entire Star Trek universe is just a bunch of pussies, dude. They're like, no money, no wars, no fighting. The only thing is that they have to fight these people that are like literally trying to like kill like the universe and shit, man. It's like
I've now changed my mind. I hate Star Trek. It's Congress in space.
Oh,
that's
it
all
is.
it is. No action. We're just going to talk.
We're here to explore forever. But I mean, they did do something that they kept me involved. Like I'm telling you, man. Like it come on an hour a night sometimes, and there was times where I'd be like, oh, we gotta stay up till midnight to watch Star Trek for 2 hours. Let's do this.
Well, that's because, let's be honest. Data was fucking awesome, and number one, was it Riker? Was a fucking man. You know, Riker was getting all the HPV on the ship. He was banging all
him and Jean-Luc Picard got so much pussy it wasn't even funny, dude. And Jean-Luc Picard, I mean, I didn't know I was gonna be Bob, but I was like, dude, I think I can get by on this if this is how it is, bro. Like this is what we can do. Like shit.
Jean-Luc had the voice, man. He made all the house mothers go, oh, Jean-Luc.
All right, Jean-Luc Picard. Damn, that's
this
crazy.
is what happened in the late 90s when Jean-Luc came on. Everyone took their picture. Every housewife took their picture of Sam Elliott and took it away for a second. Just put up a picture of Jean-Luc just for a few years. It was like, oh, that French bastard.
Sam fucking Elliott. What a great fuck. I love Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott's like a good litmus test. If someone says they don't like Sam Elliott, it's like someone who doesn't like dogs. You're probably an awful human being.
I can't think of a bad Sam Elliott part. I can't think of any part I've ever seen him. He was great just on the voiceover at fucking Big Lebowski. He was great in that fucking movie with Mel Gibson where they're like they're going to war and shit. And that guy, that one of his troops, like every day is like, nice day, nice day, nice day. And then finally, like after the heat of battle, like this guy comes out and then he goes, nice day today, huh? I'm like, you fucking dick. How come you gotta be so fucking cool, Sam fucking Elliott? I mean, even in that show with him and Ashton Kutcher and the guy that's in trouble now or whatever, like, he was even cool on that fucking show. Like, how you gonna do that?
He is so cool that he survived 2 scandals, the Ashton Kutcher and Danny Matthews scandal, and he still has a career while those 2 people are fucked. Like, that's how cool. He didn't even get any of the stank on him. They're like, Sam Elliott was just doing it for the paycheck, and he was the best part of the show anyways. Fuck on the rest of them, you know?
But I mean, I'm not even for sure. I mean, I know Ashton Kutcher got in trouble. That dude owns so many businesses and shit. He started so many fucking businesses. I'm not for sure that you could cancel that motherfucker either. Like,
not for. I think canceling's just a different way of marketing. It just means
right. But I don't think that it's just like if he ran his own podcast, like you couldn't, just like how they tried to cancel Shane Gillis or whatever. Like he had, like you can't cancel this for Joe Rogan. I do my own shit.
Well, it's hard to do it to Ashton anyways because he's like a big advocate for human trafficking. He is. He has like companies, nonprofits to help.
And wasn't there shit just because they both knew the Danny Masterson guy? Like I know, like he.
Well, everyone wants to get reactionary, but like I can't tell you how bad my friend is. So, and you know what I'm saying? So,
and we all have shitty friends that we like.
And if my friend said, "Hey, dude, they're trying to put me away for so many years. Could you write a letter saying I'm cool to the judge?" I might say yes. And then afterwards, realizing what he did,
especially at the beginning of it, like you don't know all the ins and outs of it when he's just asking you, like, "Hey."
The internet likes to play like they have 100% hindsight and always knew what was going to happen and the right decision. That's fucking bullshit. If a friend came up to you and you didn't really know what was going on with your life, because most people don't. Not every day, or even if it's acquaintance. To be honest, it was some co-star he had 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. So to think he knew what was going on then, and it's just he did something to help out a friend. I don't think he.
And I'm almost positive that I think those are supposed to be anonymous. The letters that they wrote and shit like that, it was supposed to go over anonymously, but then it got leaked somehow. I think. I don't know all of that. But
I think a lot of this internet stuff is we need to realize. I always tell people I hate to get philosophical.
We've got all the entertainment out the way. You can fucking.
Let me get my GED out and tell you how life is. But I just don't think as society we know what to do with social media in a whole, because it means the internet means something different to each generation. People older than us, not real at all. Doesn't make any sense to us. We grew up to be in a trolling site where everyone you talked that said they were a girl weren't, and everything was a joke, and everyone was hating on the other. Like every trap board was basically a nuclear explosion of fucking vile. But that's what we did. AOL chat rooms and Napster chat rooms. So it was a different experience for us. Now these other people, they grew up in a different time. The internet, it's a little bit more personal. My kid, it's almost more real life than real life, on there. So when you put all of those fucking idiots in one room, you don't expect a Three Stooges episode? Come on. Like us being connected was probably the worst thing, because now we get to hear everyone's inner stupid thoughts. Like you just heard mine. I probably shouldn't be allowed to spew this bullshit, freely as much as I did. So.
And now we're gonna cut him off. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, because honestly, but I just think that's what it is. Internet's different to every person. And
it's gotta quit being this broad reaching brush, just like with Louis C.K., like the dude jerked off in front of women that he's told that I was gonna do, and they had the option to stay or leave, and a lot of them stayed because they were comedians. Like, this is gonna be funny as fuck. I've done stuff in my life just to be funny, not even knowing that I have stories, like dumbass fucking stories that you'd be like, did you know you're gonna be telling this on stage? No, I just did it for the fucking story to tell people. That's how I've got a. Have you ever seen That's My Boy?
Yeah.
I got like Lunel ate a Denver omelet upside down on stage. I've gotten a woman to eat while she's on stage at a strip club. And that was my goal. After seeing her eat upside down, I was like, I'm going to make that happen. And it took me about a year and a half, and it took me going to the strip club with my homegirl to get it done. And it was the most amazing thing ever, bro. Like, it's a whole great story. But I'm just saying, like, when I was doing this and getting it done, I didn't think that I was going to be, I thought it would just be a funny story to tell everybody about.
No, I feel that. I had a goal when I do comedy. I brought I was going to do an Andy Kaufman, but my own take. Because sometimes you show up to these bar shows and they don't advertise, and it's Wing Wednesday and 85 TVs are on. Go perform in the corner near the free pool.
Right.
Oh well, this is a fucking disaster. So if you lose the crowd, I had an idea. Instead of bringing out the Great Gatsby and reading it page for page, I'm going to bring out my 101 Halloween joke book from 1985.
There you go.
Because why not? I will tell you, you never go full Andy Kaufman, because he had the way to make people just flip. I got to joke number 4 before they escorted me off the fucking premises. Mad.
Get the fuck out of here,
man. The one cop in town was telling us how he was the one cop in town and he was letting us leave and shit like that. It was funny.
Man. But I mean, that's the life it is, man. That's the life it is, man. Well, as real quick, let's just I know you perform all over. Like, so what part of the country are you stationed? Because like I said, we have people watching all over the country. So.
Oh yeah, right now I'm at I have been it. Me and my comedy troupe, the Good Old Boys of Comedy, will be on tour mostly through the east side of the Mississippi.
Okay.
So Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, a little bit on that side, but mostly for that. The rest of 2024, we'll be doing shows in those areas.
Right.
In 2025, we're looking to expand to basically nationwide.
Cool,
We're a nationally touring comedy troupe, but basically we go if you pay our expenses. We don't do those free bar shit. We got families. You can't, like, we come back home to our wives saying, no, we'll be divorced and sleeping on the kids. So that's the only thing different, but we're boasting, like, we have a group of 4. One is just got admitted to the comedy festival in Tennessee. So we're all doing big shit in our different things. We have another member that's doing pilots for independent TV around here. So locally, we're expanding and we're trying to build our name up there. You can also, as he mentioned, you can see me and Helen in our continuous series on YouTube, the Helen series. As I go through, me and Helen just try to explore the crazy internet landscape and what the new stuff's coming out. And that's basically it. We try to have fun, and we'll be on tour in every season, but we're on tour till December, and then we take a break, and we'll be back in mid-January.
Right, cool. Guys, be sure you can look at all the links are in the description to his Facebook.
Please do.
To his, I believe there was an Instagram. Was there Instagram or there were just 2 one Facebook was for the Good Old Boys of Comedy. That's what it was. There was 2 Facebooks, one for you, one for the Good Old Boys of Comedy. There was a.
I do not. It's so hard. Me and Instagram came to a discussion, and we both hate each other. So I got a TikTok, YouTube, multiple Facebooks. You type Tim Loss, you're going to find this inbred face. I don't know if that's good or bad. You'll tell me in the comments below.
It's gonna happen.
But it is good comedy, and it's good. Basically, if you've heard me talk this, it's exactly about that. So please check that out. And I appreciate you guys coming out. Everyone supporting Keenan out here, dude. Doing this shit.
Hold on one second before you go. Let me see if anybody commented on because the other YouTube is where we get a lot of comments and shit. Let me see if anybody said anything or has any questions for you before.
Oh, yeah. Well, John, I was just going to say, I know how hard it is. I've been fired from 2 podcasts, so I know how hard it is to be in a pod. I was getting paid $25 a week, and I got fired because I bring in the advertised dollars.
You couldn't cover that $25 a week for them?
Well, I was like, no big deal. It was a really good show. What happened was we had 2 shows. They canceled one. And then me and the co-host, we were good together, but egos got involved. Like, we were both trying to out-funny each other.
Right.
And I was talking to this guy more than my wife, so one day we just had a blow-up, and that was the end of the podcast. I got fired from that one, too. So,
Well, shit happens.
But one day, he messaged, like, every day, he's like, is this a good funny? Or something, like,
Right.
different directions. I had my podcasts were part of my news, a comedic take on news stories. Idiots Say What, basically a topical show. Sports Balls. That was my favorite show. But we basically did coverage on off-ball sports, like cheese wheel racing and like lawnmower racing and shit like that. Basically the ESPN, the Ocho. But,
the Ocho, I love that.
yeah. So it was good. It's just what sucks is when in podcasts you gotta find a good co-host, and it's just a bunch of lame people talking.
Right.
So that's what happened. Yeah, a bunch of people drunk off their ass.
Well, my homie Lee Big from Australia said, "What's up?" He said he laughed a couple of times, and then Vic DeMayo, who couldn't see us on the other thing, just kept asking me to take my shirt off. Fucking dick. I told you, dude. I told you. Fucking dickhead just keeps asking me to take my fucking shirt off.
Well, check out my Only Taters link to find me shirtless. I'll give you the.
Right, people come to my thing like, "You about to oil up, bro?" I'm like, you just missed it, dude. Every time you come in here, you just miss me like oiling up, man. But guess what? There's videos on my OnlyFans, dude. Go ahead, look for big bearded chubby Bob. And what I find funny is I hope there's a big bearded chubby Bob that's on OnlyFans somewhere that he's just getting like extra. He's getting extra love because people are going there like, "Oh, you're not who I expected, but I dig what's going on, my man. Go ahead."
Oh, we're getting an influx of new viewers, and then everyone starts clicking the extra 5-second buzz dildo thing. It's like, oh my god!
Right.
Like, yeah, you're helping out some grizzly guy in fucking Vermont right now. Pay his rent.
Right, or dudes will tell me like, "Oh, I'm getting off to this right now." Well, I can't see you. It's only gonna fuck up your phone and screen, bro. Do whatever you gotta do, dude. I could give a fuck less. I'm getting your watch time right now, so I could care less, bro. Just don't describe it to me or let me know what's going on. That's real talk. I don't need that shit in my life. But
yeah, it only sucks when you're in like the bathroom at a public restroom. They hear that, like, "Oh, don't get in my beard." No, bad glory hole. No, I'm kidding. Like it's bad news. Hey, I appreciate you coming.
No. I appreciate you, man. This was fun, Tim, and I do want you to come on the wrestling podcast, dude. And anytime you get on, you're always welcome back, dude. I love chit-chatting. You're funny as hell, dude. And I'm always looking for if you ever want to get into a podcast, dude. I got everything all set up. I got a streamer. I got a YouTube platform, dude. We can always do something if you want to, man.
We'll talk. We'll see how your viewers like it first. I have the shelf life of milk, so I want to make.
Well, unfortunately, I'm what everybody's coming for. Just so you know, I mean, you be a guest. I mean, this is. Your ego wouldn't be able. I wouldn't fire you because I wouldn't be able to pay you anything. I'm a YouTube beggar for money, dude. I got shirts for sale. I got merch. I got bottle openers. I got mugs. I got a fucking little Bible that we do. Usually on Monday nights we do the TAO of BOB, which is really my three ways for getting women, but I just turned it into a religion. And then I say, or you could just.
No, you're the steak, I'm the Fritz, man.
Well, dude, but I told him, like, dude, or you could just let me hold $1. You could cash out me $1. You lose $1, I get that dollar. You two get nothing.
What makes you think that I own a Cash App or a bank card with my name on it right now? What conversation? Did the jailhouse tattoos that came from my upbringing give you that?
No, I'm not asking for your money because we can tell that you don't. I'm asking all the other people. Dude, if I get these, I got 33,450 subscribers right now. If I can get those people to give me $1 a year, I think I could live off of 34,000. I think that might be. I think maybe.
Why? I'm a little offended they haven't already.
Well, dude, I think at my best being a chef, maybe I made, and that was even me selling weed. I think maybe I was close to like maybe 45, but that's not even keeping track. I know I felt okay about it, but I feel like $5,000 would do me all right for the year. I think I'd be okay. Like, you just live slim and, stay on this podcast and not beg for money for another year. I'll see y'all next year, Same time, same channel.
I will tell you, being a weed drug dealer is the only job you can do poorly and everyone still loves you for it.
Right?
Yeah, like no one gets too upset, like most of the time, you know. No, like, oh, you shorted me. Oh, here's another butter. You gave me too much. It's something no one ever tells their drug dealer.
Well, I started my selling pot business in the early to mid 2000s on Craigslist. I'm not even joking, dude, because it started out with, because, dude, I was a thought of a husband. I was literally the worst husband ever. My wife wasn't that good. She was doing her own shit, but I was a terrible husband, bro. So, I was on Craigslist, like, looking for bitches at all times, trying to get this and that, and then, I put 420 in my ads or whatever, and this dude hit me up. He's like, hey, man, you need to hook me up with some, this older guy. Like, you need to hook me up with some sometime? I'm like, yeah, I guess, dude. So, I get him some stuff, I make a couple bucks, give me some weed, like everything, nice little thing. And I did it like a couple weeks in a row, and the guy I was getting it from was like, hey, do you want to just do this? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I'll front you some shit, you see if you can sell it. I was like, okay, I'll try it, dude. But everybody that smokes weed, they all think you're gonna give them a fucking deal. How do you expect me to live, dude, if you all want fucking deals? So I had to find a new customer base. Craigslist. 420 ads, swinger for swingers, in the casual encounter section, whatever, dude. I had the weirdest set of clientele you've ever met in your life, dude. I've had the weirdest encounters you could not believe. The best.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense because it was
Dude, and I'm telling you, and I put 420 into the search, and I'd answer every ad that said 420. I'm probably not what you're looking for, but I got what you're looking for. Hit me up if you need some good pot. This guy hit me up. He was this gay dude, and he was like, "This is the best thing a gay dude's ever said to me in my life." So he calls me up, and he's like, "Hey, I was wondering if I can get some stuff." I was like, "Yeah, dude, no problem. We do this and do that." And then at some point he says, "Well, I saw a picture of you. You look pretty cool." I'm like, "I promise you this, bro. There's no picture of me on Craigslist anywhere, dude. I can promise you that right now." He's like, okay. And then the next morning, I take my wife with me at the time because I knew something was up. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take her with me just in case." And then we get there, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna jump in the shower. You just go in the foyer and hang out." I was like, "No need for all that, bro. I'm gonna come in. You're gonna give me the money. I'm gonna bounce. Not a big deal." I go inside, and you can see the look on his face. I was not what the fuck he thought I was gonna be, dude. Like, it's like that face when, like, you go on a date, like a blind date, and the woman, like, you can see it in her face. I was like, yeah, this guy was, like, expecting some sexy surfer boy bitch, something going on or something. But then we have to go down the street to take us back to one of his friends and get some money. And when he gets in the car, my wife at the time says, "Oh my God, I love your landscaping." He goes, "Shit, honey, I'm a queen from way back. You should see the inside." Oh my fucking God. My mind is blown. I love every second of that. And every time he called me for some weed, he'd act like the FBI is listening to us. "You got any more of those red heels?" I'm like, "Red heel? Yeah, we're talking about pot, right? Like, yeah, I got weed. Nobody's, like, you met me on Craigslist. We made it this far. I think we're good. I think we're good." And everybody's like, "Sure you're not scared?" I was like, dude, I imagine if there's a cop, like, going through Craigslist, looking at the casual encounters, trying to find fucking 420. I gotta be down on the list, I think. I don't think, like I can't imagine, like, that's their go-to for finding pot dealers. Just can't imagine.
If anything, it's really, I wish I thought of it. Instead of the Silk Road, you got the old Brown Road.
Right?
Everyone's fucking doing debauchery shit on there anyways. No one's getting a job.
It was the wild.
No one's looking for a job.
Dude, I actually did get jobs.
Up there, people will click on it and go, "Are you real? This has got to be a bot."
Dude, that's how I started my chef job as well, dude. When I was unemployed, because I was a manager at this fish store where I was like the surgeon. We used to go and clean aquariums and shit. I got fired from that job in like 2008 or some shit, dude. And that's when Obama was president, and he let me stay on unemployment for like 2 years. So, like, I got $1,400 for free every month for 2 years. Like, not a problem. Come to the end of it, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, I get this job for being a chef or like cooking at this pizza restaurant. But I'm having to borrow my mom's car, and she tells me straight up, "No, I'm not gonna do that. No." I'm like, "But this is my only. I don't have any other options, mommy." She told me straight up no. So then my dumbass is like, "Well, fuck it. Everybody tells me I can cook, so I just put an ad on Craigslist for being a personal chef." Some poker room guys found me, and then it just kept boiling over like that. Every time a poker room guy would come in, like, "Oh man, you cook great, yeah." And then it just kept on going, and then until I like got myself in like real kitchens, cooking with real people, doing the damn thing, dude. So I mean, Craigslist is my I was so sad when Craigslist took away. Like, dude, I built my whole life off of Craigslist, dude. So much pussy, so much jobs, so much money. Like, I just couldn't believe it, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm a Craigslist proponent, and that Craigslist killer motherfucker ruined it.
You ruined. That's what I was getting ready to say. One guy kind of ruined it all.
This will be the last funny story, and I'll let you go, man. But I'm dating this girl, and I forget how I met her, but I'm dating her. I met her off of Craigslist. I'm a married dude at the time, and I gotta go make a sale kind of, like maybe like 30, 45 minutes away. And we're supposed to hang out. I was like, I gotta go make this sale, though. And she's like, well, I'll drive you. I'm like, you sure? My car was illegal, like you said, and I had warrants, so I was like, yeah, I'm all good for you driving. Let's go. Sounds good to me. We're in the car for maybe about like 10 minutes. This is like our second date. And the Craigslist killer thing had just happened, and like, we're going along, she looks over and like, so are you ready to die now? And you can see her in her face, she's like, I was thinking about that. Are you gonna kill me? I was like, no, I'm just joking. I swear to God, I'm just, maybe that was the wrong joke to say right now, but that was kind of funny. Kind of funny. So yeah, that's just my Craigslist story. And I got a whole like.
That makes perfect sense. Back when I was internet sleuth or player, I had many girls that would come over to my house and they'd bring their friend first, and that would have to use the bathroom. And I was, oh, you're just scoping to make sure I'm not a murderer.
Right.
Which is totally cool, because I wouldn't pick myself up in a darkened alley. I would want a backup too. So I was totally cool with it. I understood. I was like, yeah, you're whatever. But it is a sign of the times. It's like, oh, I do want to get strange dick, but I don't want to die. Heather, do you want to come potentially die?
Right? Right? It's just the shit that, I mean, dude, I met so many, like, I would just go and meet, like, people out of nowhere, dude. One time, I was meeting this guy for, like, maybe the second time, and I'm meeting him out somewhere, and I sat down there, we're talking for a second. Homeboy just puts his hand straight up on my leg, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go, dude. I never saw him again. So it really makes me feel like he was just trying to get some dick, and it really made me feel like, so you're just buying my pot to try to get me to, like, do something, bro? It kind of, like, makes me feel bad, dude.
Yeah, that was the occupational hazard I could see. So
You might get fucked in the ass. It could happen, bro. I mean, the best part is when you sold a chick some weed, or you had sex with her and you still sold her some weed and she gave you the money. You felt like fucking Pretty Woman when you got that fucking thing snapped in your hands, dude. So good, dude. So good. You're like
what was it, old Tombstone?
Yeah.
Which was like, you don't need to leave the money on the thing anymore. I do it because I want to take care of you, not
right,
right.
right. And I'd say it like we would be like, I hate to bring it up, you still owe me $100. Like I'm sorry.
We went out. There was a girl and we went out dating, and I told her beforehand, I'm one of those new liberal guys, meaning I'm broke. You're paying for your shit, and I'm paying for mine. We're both adults to be okay. Well, she said it was cool, but when we get there, as soon as the check gets down, well, she can't seem to find it because she's looking everywhere but the check right in front of us. And I look right at her. I know what she's doing. I go, I don't have to work tomorrow. I'll sit here all day and eat free chips and salsa. I'm only paying my shit. And she's like, you cheap son of a bitch. Bought both of our food. Took the leftovers home. I still had a great time with her and got to eat the leftovers the next day. So I wish I got punished like that all the time.
Right, like you really gonna make me feel bad for buying me. Like, fuck you then, I'm moving. That dude, I had this friend, like we go to the strip club all the time, and we go with the guy, like he was our source, so he like had all the money and shit. When we go out at the end of the night, he'd be like, oh, you all ready to split the tip? My homeboy would always be like, I'm broke, I ain't got no money. But me being like, I don't want to come off like a bitch, I got money for you. I wish I was that dude, be like, because he had money in his hand, he had money down there somewhere, but I ain't got no money, dude.
That was not in our verbal agreement. Well, we had to help to see.
That's hilarious. Well, Tim, this was a good time tonight. This is called ChatN Now, and hopefully we get you on our wrestling show. I call it Last WWE Tonight. Yeah, dude, I think you're hilarious as fuck, dude. And hopefully, we'll see how shit goes on. Maybe we can do a podcast, maybe like once a month or something, dude. Just sit around bullshit and try to be funny.
We'll talk more later, but I appreciate you at least giving me this opportunity. I love talking about bullshit like we did this time. It's very much fun, but yeah, thank you.
I think we talked a little not bullshit. I think we gave him a good. You got a word in edgewise every once in a while. I think. I mean,
I tried to throw some seriousness in there, but I'm sure your viewers saw right through the GED smoke screen I was trying to put up. So they knew what was going on.
All my Damn, Victor, man, I guess you can't watch me over here on this other little small stream, but you can write a bunch of shit over there. You can still write, but not able to watch if you're not a member. So, Victor, man, you should pay some fucking money, bro. It's like $7 a month. $7
Vic
a month.
sounds like a guy that is sitting outside the door of the glory hole trying to get in. Like, I got $5. I brought the lube and the pop.
He's one of these trolls that's not a troll. There's so many people.
He seemed that way. I was hoping he would take the joke slow.
Oh no, he's a good guy. Most of my trolls are pretty good guys, dude. Like when it comes down to it, I can't usually make friends with most of them. Might say something about me. I'm not for sure. Might say something about me, but. All right, well, this was Tim Lost. Remember, guys, all the links are in the description. We went out live tonight on Facebook and on YouTube in the small section to just the members, but we'll have a whole big thing posted up in a couple of weeks. You have anything coming out or anything you want this posted up before? Any dates that you need to try to get
November 8th, I will be in LaSalle, Illinois at the Ninth Street Pub. That's LaSalle, Illinois. It's about a suburb of Chicago, so if you're in the Chicagoland area, you can check me out there. And then you can check me out in Pontoon Beach, Illinois. There is no beach there, but I don't know why they called it, but it is actually 20 minutes north of St. Louis. So if you're in the St. Louis area, you can catch me there as well. You can find all these on Tim Lost or Good Old Boys of Comedy on Facebook.
Ryan, do y'all post and do you and your comedy troupe post anything or do anything on your Facebook with that?
Yeah, we each individually do, so you'll see like each of their reels on there from time to time.
Oh, okay, cool. So I didn't really realize that y'all had a separate Facebook, so I did the copy and paste. So I'll check that out.
The Good Old Boys is more of a hub for all four of us to post on there, but we're also lazy. So like we do as much as we can. Come on, guys.
Right, but I mean the hub that's a good idea, man. I mean, you might as well
after 40, when you have so many, well, we're almost 40 and having kids. After you beat off, the last thing you want to do is make her short. You got to nap before the little one gets up. So that's where we're at.
I'm 41 and that's all I fucking do all day. Go live, make shorts, do this, do that, pick up the kid, and blah blah blah. Like, yeah, I'm fucking over it, bro. Fucking over it.
Take it easy, man, though.
You too.
Later on, brother.
Peace. Whatever happened to peace. Peace. It was great to see y'all. In the stream, bitches, branches. I wonder if I could have brought some music on this shit. I didn't even look at that. Yeah, I could have brought out music on this bitch. Damn it! I wonder if I have to end the whole stream or if I have to take it back. Take it back right now. Let me see if I can. Gonna start a poll. All right. It looks like I'm gonna have to end this stream. So, lay back. I ain't no lay bitch. We'll see you soon, man. Peace.